right, guys. It's time to
No,
talk
Christian,
about the
don't go
Vanheim
live yet.
situation.
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh my god, we're
Something
live?
tells me
We're live?
we're live. And it definitely wasn't Christian saying we're live, and it was definitely Jack screaming at the top of the phone.
That's my bad.
Yes, that's what it was. Yep. Hello, everyone! Hello. We're gonna be talking about this guy right here. On screen here in a bit.
Oh.
Dude, he's dangerously close. Dude.
He's my bad, actually. Actually, a controversial opinion. He could be closer.
You could?
Just because he could be closer doesn't mean he should be closer.
All right, we're good now.
Wait, did you make him closer?
You'll see. You'll see in a second when
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
Catches up. Hello, Dragogun.
Oh my god.
Ian, Dark Kitten. Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Stream is caught up.
Yeah. So basically, for those of you that aren't aware, this is also an opportunity to talk about it because we spent so long on this project. We just want to have a stream to talk about the
At least 3 months.
At least. Well, yeah. Active development, 3 months of yeah. But so we're gonna be talking about this cool thing we did. Escape from Skyrim. All right, choose your own adventure. For those of you that haven't done it yet, I'd recommend going through it yourself. Otherwise, I mean, you'll experience it with us here. But so I saw you in Juve's stream. I didn't see. But that's cool. But so basically, we just kind of want to go through everything and talk about the process of making this. For those of you that don't know, so I actually explain it more. This is choose your own adventure. It's very akin to the stuff that like Mark did. Markiplier did with In Space, Heist, and A Date With, where you go through and you have options that take you to different choices. And I just I don't know. This was a really fun project that I just wanted us to that we talked about doing since last year. I forget what actually brought it up, but
I don't remember either at this point, literally, since it's been a year. But yeah, I remember us just talking about like creative ways to fuck around in Skyrim together, and then it just came up, I think, just naturally as a linear kind of thing from that.
Yeah. But no, we'll go ahead and start. If anyone has any questions about the development or anything like that, or about it, like, you know, we'll be more than happy to answer. I see Jack changing his veto live.
You don't see anything.
My bad.
You don't see anything actually.
My bad, King.
Actually, you're like wrong about a lot of things.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kind words, by the way, Ian.
Oh,
You
you're
get there?
shake.
You're doing this now?
Uh,
All right.
uh,
No, guys. Everyone chill. We're just waiting on Jack.
No. Fucking said that.
All right, okay, we're good.
All right, cool.
Jack is in his corner.
Also, let me know if the audio is either too quiet or too loud for you guys. Yes, also, for people who were confused, I added this. This was originally uploaded without this, like, tutorial intro, but people were confused about how it worked, and so I was like, okay, I'll just add this in. It's fine.
Yeah, it was nice to have.
Yeah. And this video wasn't even... This video wasn't made with the expectation of it making money, so like it was fine.
No,
just,
not
like,
at all.
Like oh no, I'll just re-upload it. It's fine. I didn't care about like the hurt that it would feel in the like algorithm or whatever.
Yeah, we specifically made sure these are gonna have ads to make the experience.
What'd you think was gonna happen? You're just
good
gonna
as
get away with
possible
stealing the
for
Yaw's
people.
crown? You couldn't even steal a sweet roll, pal. Let alone something
My autoplay kept making me have to go back because I was so occupied listening to Vanheim harassing me about my choices.
actually important.
That's funny.
Enjoy spending the next while in here. We'll
Dude,
see what
on the
comes
topic
to
with the
you
first
is worthy of your crimes.
opening line being with like Meigs killed it. As the guards, genuinely.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job.
I'm talking to you.
I think everybody did a great job.
Oh,
that we
everyone
worked
did a
with.
fantastic job.
You
Yeah.
want to get out of here? I know you don't know me, but I was in the cell next to you.
It was
And
also
I
a
know
really
way
cool
that we can
thing
get
to
out
have
of here.
like
But
so
there's not
many
much
other
time to explain
Skyrim
before
content
another guard does
creators
his
just
rounds
feature.
and notices someone's broken.
Yeah,
out.
that they
So
were
come on.
down to do it.
Let me break you out and let's get out
Yeah.
of here. I mean, I don't see why you decline.
It was
such
really
an offer.
funny because I asked Juve to do Cultist #1, and it wasn't until after it was released, Juve in the Skyrim creator chat was like, "Oh, I actually had no idea how this was supposed to function. I didn't realize this was going to be like an in-card thing. This is actually sick." And now I want to know how he thought it was going to function. Like, I want to know what his thought process was, but we didn't get that far. But yeah, it was joy to go through these and see all the endings. That's awesome. Hello, Mr. Dragon. Also loved getting to figure out which voice actors helped out too.
Offer? I mean, who
Yeah,
wants to
for
rot
sure.
away in a dungeon for the rest of their lives.
So
You know
what
what
we
I'm
want to
saying?
go for ending 1 real quick and do stay.
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
Yeah.
Is there a version with subtitles? There's auto.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get that far.
Yeah, we did not actually like make official subtitles. I guess, yeah. In the future. I'd like to do another one day. We'll talk about it in the future.
Really?
Then I might.
You don't want out? Well, this is disappointing. I mean, you're
We
your own
unfortunately
person.
did not have
You can
the
make that choice
manpower.
if you want, even if
Yeah.
it's a bad one.
Yeah.
Well, goodbye then. I'm sorry, but are you completely sure about this? I mean, this is kind of an interesting choice. You know, like, you have to understand my position here. Like, are you really sure? Like, absolutely sure. 100% sure. Because
Yeah,
if
no,
there's
we're
even
sure,
a
pal.
modicum of doubt, that could...
Thank you,
I-
Vanheim.
Yeah,
okay.
no, we're staying here. Dude.
I mean, damn. I guess
We
there's
like
nothing
I
I can
was
do here.
Vanheim
Shit.
once.
Well,
This is
enjoy your
Once.
execution.
this is technically
I have to assume you
the
feel a
route
deep
that
need to
solidified
repent for
this
your
as a
crimes,
Vanheim's
that's
theme,
the
by
only
the way.
thing that makes sense for you to make this decision. So, yeah. Goodbye for real, I guess.
Yeah, you're getting executed.
Thank you, Meigs.
Sometimes you just gotta get killed or something. You know?
Sometimes you just get executed. If you do another one and there was a dragon, can I voice the dragon? I will probably leave it to people in the team, but you know.
What'd you think was gonna happen?
We'll
We're just
see.
gonna get away with.
To escape, and I'm getting a
Alright.
bit concerned.
Escape.
Good. I knew you'd be interested in escaping.
Time to
I lockpicked the
leave.
door. Just hop on down here. Fantastic
I
first
think we
step
should
to
get the
freedom,
hell outta
pal. My name's Vanheim.
Personally,
Before
I
we
think
get
we
to the
should get out.
nitty-gritty,
Personally,
of getting
I'm
out
on
of here,
that team.
You mind if I ask your name?
I forgot how on
figured it's only
point
fair
this
since I'm
intro
breaking you
sequence
out of
is
here.
with the emotes
I mean,
with
I
you,
mainly broke
Jack,
you out
because you were
because I
controlling
could use the
Vanheim.
extra help getting out of Skyrim. We're wanted people.
Oh,
you know, So
yeah.
we gotta stick together, like a deer and their fawn.
If you notice, like
No,
during the
that's-
streams,
that-
like
that's kinda
a uptick
But honestly,
in
you know
like
what else is
timing
weird?
with Jack and
The fact that you
emotes.
still
This
haven't
is what
said
it was
your
from,
name.
by the way.
Because most people.
Yeah,
He got really
Yes.
good at
Oh,
timing his
Vanheim,
emotes.
thank you so much
from
for
That
saving
this.
is
me.
true.
My name is-
I
This
did.
is where you found most of the emotes that like you use and stuff because we were going through it and shit. We're gonna do tell name because I need to talk about something.
Yeah, okay.
You
Okay.
jumped. You definitely just jumped.
Oh, Draken's.
Starting to think twice about who I saved. Maybe I should have gone for the orc instead.
You see, that's it right there. I know at least 2 people got the reference. With it being a Portal 2 reference of the jumping. I saw someone commented, I think I might have a minor case of serious brain damage. And I was like, oh, I love you. So someone got it. No. I just thought it was fitting because I was trying to find a way. Because I felt like the player character had to be voiceless. So that you could just kind of self-insert. And so I was like, I feel like with that kind of going, like it was a given to not have a reference like that with like tell name or not tell name. But yeah, ending 1 was the ending before Alduin came to save you at Helgen. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Hello, Drakens.
Dead. Never mind. I'll call you pal.
And oh my god, a guard!
Oh, never mind. False alarm.
This was a pain in the ass, by the way, because this right here, because it's the same thing, both routes, it's just one you don't talk and one you jump. So it's the turning around and, like, turning back. I had to, like, cut the 2 different takes during the turn back to just have it go to what, like, the 3rd separate, completely separate timed take is. It's a lot smoother in tell name than don't tell name because I turned around like an idiot. But no, it worked out all the same, but yeah.
There's a lot of editing magic that went into this.
Also,
Yes.
Anyway, we gotta get out of Skyrim. These sewers should lead to an exit. We just gotta get to searching. Let's go down that way. You know, people glorify jailbreaks all the time, like it's just the coolest thing ever. But I can't help but disagree when it smells like complete and utter unfettered dog shit down here. Not exactly living up to the, oh, shut up.
That right there, whenever walking through the tunnel, was an example of, like, my least favorite part to write, because it's really hard to write dialogue that is perfectly timed to, like, how far the distance is between locations.
Oh yeah.
And it's hard to, like, completely dictate that. And so, like, you have to, like, throw it in, like, guesstimate it. And it's even worse whenever, like, if you're recording it, because there were plenty of times whenever we were recording that either A, something had to get spaced out afterward and, like, make a new version of the line, or B, someone would, like, pause it and then unpause it after they got somewhere. So that we would just
Based
have,
on
like, a
that,
general
yeah.
time.
Based on that, it's also probably a good time now to mention that we recorded this by recording voice lines first and then playing the scenes
Yeah,
by
good point.
listening to the edited voice lines that Christian put together like over the last week. So like then we would be like, all right, let's listen to what it will sound like in the video and then try to act based on that instead of just act the scene and have no clue if it'll
Exactly.
even fit the audio.
Yeah.
Did you all voice all the characters? Us and then some other Skyrim YouTubers. At the we'll see the credits at the very end.
Yeah.
And that'll tell you who's voiced who and what.
Yeah, for sure. All right, onward.
By the divines, I wish this job paid better. Exactly, I'm not paid enough to have to stand guard in the city sewer. And who exactly does the y'all think is gonna escape down here? I'd rather be beheaded than have to smell this shit for another second.
Why in oblivion would there be 2 guards standing guard in the damn sewer? Well, this puts a huge damper on things. I don't know how to get past those guards without them noticing us.
All right, so I'm keeping a stack. I say we go through all of, like, the trust me options because run for it is kind of a speed run. We can go through it, you know, after we
I agree.
go through all of the left side. I'd say, yeah, of all the choices, like, if I like went back and rewrote everything, I would have added a bit more to run for it. But I remember, like, I don't even remember what my thought process about it was. I was just like, oh yeah, sure, we'll just have, like, a run for it option. I think I planned on adding more to it, but then we recorded everything, ironically enough, and then we did the run for it last. I think we recorded run for it, like, the day before this was released. And that's just because we got ahead of ourselves with, like, the other parts. And so I was like, fuck, I don't really have time to add anything to it. So it's just the way it is. It's run for it. So this basically just speed runs you through all of Act 1.
I think it adds a little comedic taste to it a little bit. Like it's just like, fuck it, no plan. I'm just gonna gun it. If you can follow me if you want.
Well, it's also. No, go ahead.
It works as a good way to just get through it. Like, even if you do it accidentally,
No, ironically, something I think is funny, which was not intentional. There's like a run for it option in every act, but this is the only one that works. So if someone does this, there's a possibility that they'll try that in every other act and they die. Side note.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, this was
Yeah,
not one of the ideas I had about what your big project could have been. Fair enough. It's very out there for us.
Yeah.
Trust you.
All right, going through trust you now.
Trust you. That's
Oh, hold on.
Oh, thank you, Chris Rash, for the $5.
Yo, thank you so
I
much.
loved it. Went through twice. I was kind
Glad
of
you really
surprised
enjoyed
that
it.
Siowa was still around. It was huge when I was a kid. And I'm 50.
Dude, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Seriously, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you for the $5. That helps out so much. No, I think that way more people should do this stuff. Like, I got repopularized from Mark. It just felt
That's
like
true.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen anyone else do it.
There's certainly a market.
There has to be. Yeah,
It's untouched. Like, it's untapped potential.
yeah, like,
Like, you can do this for, like, any series, really.
anything. Yeah,
And I can imagine like yeah, it'll take a while. It'll take a long time to get all that footage, but like the payout could be pretty good.
mm-hmm.
And even if
I
it
mean-
isn't, like, we didn't expect this to be, like,
You're mostly not
Smash
getting paid
success.
from AdSense, but that's all
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just
No.
'cause you're not getting any AdSense from it.
Genuinely, like obviously, like being blunt, because I like being blunt with our audience about stuff like this, but like no, like it obviously hasn't performed super well. But honestly, it bothered me. It doesn't really bother me. I expected it to if it didn't, but it really hasn't, because I realized was so much a project that I just really wanted to make. Like I'd been thinking about making one of these pre Skyrim. Like it'd been in my mind since like 2023 passively. So no, it's just very satisfying to me to have it come together.
oh, yeah. I think it turned out really well.
I'm really proud of it. If we do another, which I do actually like really want to again in the future, I've learned a lot from the process. You know, I feel like we could definitely make one even better with this knowledge that we've gained from this. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
Was it difficult or just lengthy? It depends on the shot. We'll get into that. There are some shots that were objectively difficult and some shots that were just lengthy. Recording
Yeah,
wise.
I was gonna say a good mix of both.
Yeah. You learn very quickly how limiting Skyrim Together can be sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
And trust us, we tried to push it, and we
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just go through this
Trust
so that we
you.
get the options here.
That's it.
did. Yeah.
What does that even mean? What? Okay. You got this, pal. You go get him.
Hey, you hear about Jargon? No, what happened? Well, he was on patrol one night, and he caught a member of the Thieves Guild trying to steal some gold. That little bastard shot an arrow right in his knee. Oh no, that's horrible news. I hope he'll be okay. I know how much he loved adventuring. Hey, these damn criminals don't know the consequences for their actions.
All right, let's go ahead and get ending 2. Sneak attack.
You know, I've always wanted to...
Pure luck, by the way. Like, I loved how this connected the way it did. I don't know why it can the hand
No, I've
connected
always
to the
wanted to-
helmet, like as if it was a solid object. Like every time I punch someone in Skyrim, it doesn't fucking jolt back like that, but it was perfect. I was so happy with that take.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It
did
could
you
have been
just try
because
to punch a person
you
who's
hit
wearing
Meegs and
armor?
Meegs was
Hey,
bugged out
I'm
like
literally wearing
crazy.
a giant
Well,
metal
Meeks
helmet.
wasn't here. Actually, this is a good point. Actually, a good time to bring it up. Huge shout out to Zeke.
Yeah, I was about to- yeah, Zeke was actually that guard.
Yeah.
He was that one?
yeah,
I-
yeah.
I swear there was
Yeah.
another guard that was there.
No,
No, I'm the one on the left.
Yeah, Zeke was here for like a lot of this recording. So we were getting into this and we realized, oh shit, we actually need a 4th person. We can't like sneak through this with like 3. And so we were recording all of Act 1 at like 1 a.m. It was some ridiculous ass time.
Yeah.
And Zeke was awake because he's from Australia, and we're like, "Hey Zeke, are you like available?" Because Zeke knew about it because we had Zeke record his voice lines for the project like a month prior. And he's like, "Yeah, sure, I can hop on." And so Zeke, like a fucking real one, like hopped in, and helped us with like the Whiterun Guard recording for a good 3 to 4 hours that day. I just on the blue, out of the blue, we just fucking called for him. So no, peak Zeke right there.
Huge shout out.
Yeah.
He also helped us in a future act a little bit. Once again,
yes.
Coming to our aid when we needed him most.
Seriously, thank you for being in Australia and being a real one.
I thought it was Meigs because I thought that's where the skating was discovered.
No, Meeks also skates, but Zeke was also having skating issues.
Interesting.
Me and my buddy have just started playing together recently, and honestly been pretty fun finding out the challenges we can do. That's cool. That's awesome.
Like hide and seek.
Yeah. Dude, guess who? Trust.
I did a gun mod and shooting each other. That's
yes. Fun. I did have a hard time when I tried playing it on my Chromecast since it's harder to move the options. But went through it twice, plan on trying the different options later. Awesome. Well, if you're here for stream, we're pretty much going through all of it today. I have not seen that movie, Wizard Mammal. All right, we're gonna go through the rest of this.
And you went for the attack? Well, sorry, kid, but you know what happens to jailbreakers.
The title card stuff, by the way, so incredibly Henry Stickmin inspired. I didn't even realize that at the time. But it's such a shitter thing.
Good.
Here, just real quickly, do the don't tell name.
Okay. You don't have to tell me if you don't wanna. That's okay. I mean, I don't need your name as long as you know how to like stab things that are trying to kill us, I guess. Oh my god, is that a guard? Oh, never mind.
All right, and then that's the
moments
same.
away.
All right, trust me.
you.
All right, now we're gonna do this cool thing called a bard battle.
You know, I've always wanted
Look,
to... a prisoner. Oh, what are you doing here? Hey, is he holding a...
We gotta see the culture.
Oh, I think he's challenging us to
Culture.
a musical battle. Well, unlucky for him, I was a bard in my former years, and those skills haven't left me. What? What the fuck just happened? Culture, my dear friend. Culture.
Also, speaking of recording voice
You guys
slides,
both fired.
it reminded me
this
of
is a
Meeks
normal thing
being
that just happened.
voice actor right now. We
Yeah.
we had to ask Meeks to record lines like 3 separate
Oh,
times.
dude, no.
'Cause
Yeah,
we
I didn't
kept
realize how
forgetting
often.
lines.
Yeah. No, dude. No, I didn't realize how many times we were going to be using the Whiterun Guard throughout everything. So, no, real one, the last line that Meek sent for the final act, I sprung on him like 2 days prior, and he like sent it to me the day after. I'm like, thank you, man. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't realize we needed you here. But yeah.
What in oblivion is wrong with you?
This is kind of how everything worked out.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Meeks.
Culture. What in oblivion is wrong with you? Culture. Oh my, I can't find the words to describe the confusion and annoyance I feel towards you right now. Culture. This shook my worldviews in just about every way. I quit. Goodbye. Hey! Hey!
Culture.
We love culture.
Hey!
Does this
Hey.
affect the official Meigs lore? So
By the
apparently
divine,
Meigs is
I
streaming.
cannot believe I lost. Well,
Yeah, someone should
as
go
the Lord of
in
Bards,
Meigs' chat and
since
ask
you
if this
won,
affects
I shall let you free.
Vinny's lore. If he's now actually a bard. Thank you.
Oh, hello? You actually made it past the guard. I just turned around and found another route here. But congratulations, pal. we're one step closer to getting out.
So
I
much
love how
bullshit.
We were.
Yeah, you wanna go ahead?
I was gonna say. I realized we were so done with this take because it took us like 10 tries to get a decent take that we used the one where I fucking smack into the side of the stairs
Yes,
and then correct
yes.
myself. We were just like, fuck the shot. We're done with this shot. We've been here for an hour and a half. We're just done.
Dude, no,
It definitely got better.
It's so funny to me, yeah. Also, fucking bullshit pulled out of ass here because I didn't want to have to like do a take where like Vanheim like walks up behind us and is like, okay, cool, let's go to the ladder here. Because there's absolutely fucking nowhere that he actually could have come from to get ahead of you right in front of in front of the ladder here. He just does. I couldn't tell you how, but he just does. Because the only other way is up. And that man's not fitting through those iron bars on the other side. So you just somehow have to put together that he just snuck up right in front of you through the only doorway that's there. And then sneak around. He's that good.
He's just that good.
Oh, hello? You actually made it past
He
the
has
guard.
stealth 100.
I just turned around and found another route.
That's
here.
why he
Well,
didn't.
congratulations, pal. We're one step
Ah.
closer to
We
getting
get to
out.
that. We get to that.
That's a
spoiling.
Let's
reference.
head up this ladder.
That's why he didn't level.
All right, we finally made it out of the sewers. We should be able to now just go ahead and... Oh, well, shit. Shit. We're fucked. We're absolutely fucked. We're in the middle of the guard barracks, and it's goddamned lunchtime. We are basically serving ourselves up on a silver platter for them to just take us right back to our cells. Or worse yet, just straight up fucking kill us. It's over. We can't get past all that. There's literally no way. Not at all. Unless this is the part where you tell me you got a plan, because there's no second way out of here.
All right, Run For It basically does the same thing. We're gonna go do a look over there and then steal some guard clothing.
Huh? Look over where?
This is a surprise tool. Help us later.
Oh. Look
Yeah.
at the sleeping idiots.
It'll help us later. Or
It'll
something.
help us
Maybe I
later.
chose the right person to break free after all, pal. Well, hurry up. We gotta change
Meek says
before
that
anyone
Vinny is a
else sees
special
us.
character that knows how to get the ladies.
All right, fair enough.
Now we look properly disguised. Now we just gotta
That's very
walk on in.
Bard-esque. I think it
Let's go.
counts.
Now, hold on, I'll let him walk through here
Hi.
for a second.
Hello. Man, I love being a guard.
The longer this take went on here
Oh yeah.
I sure
in
hate
the
theft.
guard barracks,
I have a stick up my ass.
I couldn't tell you why, but they just started like duplicating all over the place. They started like I don't know what together bullshit occurred, but like they just slowly started like multiplying until like we had to do so many of this walking take because like sometimes we'd walk in there and like one of the duplicates was in the doorway, and so you couldn't get with me and Jack couldn't get through the door, and it just looked weird. And then like there would be versions of them that were asleep and they're walking. It was so broken. During the actual successful take of this, there's like 40 walking, sleeping guards in the far back, but they're just
Oh,
out
yeah.
of sight. Yeah. Like they're just not.
I forgot
yeah.
about that.
Unable to be seen.
Yeah.
Unable to be
It was
seen.
so-
Yeah.
So
We were
chaotic.
literally like panicking, like we got to get this take done quick, like
Yes.
as quick as possible, because any minute now those guards they're gonna walk up here and ruin the take.
And we were on like a time crunch also because there were the ones outside that after like 5 minutes, they would like sleeping floating guards would come inside. So they would just appear in front of us. And it's like, no, you ruined it. Yeah, it was actually chaos.
Time to get our love to fuck
Gregory,
up our
Vinny,
shots.
I thought you guys said you were gonna hit the hay
Yeah.
after your 7th
I'll
mate.
be RP, guys.
Oh,
All right.
I
Sorry.
don't know. We just decided we could go for a few more rounds. Yeah, isn't that right, Gregory?
But you're Gregory.
Oh, sorry. You know how it is. 7 meads deep and all. I'm as drunk as a horse.
Dude, side note, again, because I mean, this is what the stream is. I'm not sorry. So when I got the audio of Meigs recording his voice lines, and he got to this part, and he read on the script because he just did it like during one like recording. He read that I actually used the name Vinny. It was the most genuine, like, oh fuck yeah, you used Vinny, like it came out of him, and it was really funny. It's what I think back on when I do this, when I go through this part, because it's like stuck ingrained in my brain. Hearing it's like, oh shit, oh fuck yeah, you actually used Vinny, hell yeah. But yeah, I couldn't get it to you now if I wanted to, because I don't think I actually have that anymore. But yeah.
What does that even mean?
Huh?
Drunk as a
I'm
horse.
sure you get rid of it for
Horses
space at some
particularly
point.
drunk? I don't understand the comparison.
Oh, you know, horses, they just wobble about.
No, horses are actually quite sturdy.
Not the horses I've seen.
You gotta help me out here, pal.
All right, we're gonna do drunk as a horse to get that ending.
Oh, seriously, is now the time?
No, really, that was a terrible saying. Horses are like
Also,
elegant,
just like
beautiful
fun fact,
creatures.
we
The
usually
last
had
thing
a
I think of when I
designated
think of
audio player,
drunken
so
idiots-
that
Okay, you know
guard
what? I
that's
don't
literally
take
just
shit from
hunched
Tweeter
down
D and
looking at the
Tweeter
wood.
fucking
That's
dumbass
me,
over here.
because
I'm
I
out
was
of
the
here. Fuck
designated
you
audio
guys.
player, but we still wanted a guard doing
No,
an
no,
action
you're
in the
not.
scene.
Yes.
You have to seriously be stupid if you really
So-
thought you were gonna get away with acting like my friends.
I'm just
Hey,
literally
guys.
sitting there, being
Let's get
like,
him.
"All right, we're ready to do the audio." Just like playing audio while my character's just idling and some logs looking at him.
Dude, fair enough. Also, no, I fixed it. You're so right. I don't know what I was smoking, but I was right. I thought, yeah. Later with the lizard, I noticed that he says the guards' names are George and Vinny. While here, you say Gregory. No, I fixed it. I fixed that title card. Now it says Gregory and Vinny. But no, someone pointed that out, and I was like, oh shit, wait, was it Gregory? Because seriously, 3 months had passed since we'd worked on this, and when I
Legit.
was working on the river lizard stuff. So much time had passed that like it was gone from my brain. The actual like specific name, like this one-off name that I threw here. But yeah, no. It's fixed now, but I appreciate that's up. The drunk as a horse thing is, I swear I feel like I've actually heard that in my life as a phrase. And then I actually like kind of had some like beef with it myself, made up beef of like,
Oh yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
I remember that.
But like, I don't know. I swear I've heard someone say it before in my life. I think it's an actual phrase, but yeah. I'm not gonna speed run. We're gonna just go back.
Huh?
All right, there we go. Now we're gonna drink.
I'm gonna get crunk.
By the 9.
Oh wow, you guys really are shit-faced, huh?
Yeah, that shit was impressive.
Why didn't you just wait for the video to come out to confirm the names? I don't. You mean just like go back and check the video? I don't fully understand.
I don't understand that question.
I don't
really
understand the
either.
question either.
'Cause we had
Realistically, I
the-
should have gone
the,
back, but
As you can see down in the description, like when it flashes, these were actually uploaded 3 months ago. So like we had no reason to come back.
Yeah.
Because we had it all set up too.
mhm.
The only thing that needed like put in was the first video. Actually no, the first video was even up before we had the re-uploaded actually.
Yeah.
So everything was like linked together already. We just needed to keep going.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I return.
Oh, welcome back, Jack.
Welcome back, Jack.
I would like an encore.
No.
No. All right,
Leave
cool.
the jack
Damn.
off. Can
Well, I
handle
got a
that.
station that needs guarding.
Jack
You
off.
guys have a good
Where's
one.
my encore?
You too, fellow guard.
Oh,
needs go-
what was it? What was the reasoning here? Because I remember really small detail here. Because you can tell by the way the feet are, that's Zeke.
Guarding. But you
because
guys
for
have a good
some
one.
reason their feet aren't colliding fully. You have very nitpicky. You have to really focus on it. And I know I can't remember why we didn't just switch Zeke out for Cole for this one take. I remember
don't
there was
remember.
something, because otherwise I feel like we would have. But because Zeke couldn't walk properly, like he just skated, you'll see me get really close to Vanheim in a second, and that's because what we did is that as soon as I looked at Vanheim, Zeke just TCL'd through the ground, in case if I ever looked back, and the guard was gone. You know, we don't have to worry about the skating or anything.
You too, fellow guard.
I genuinely
Let's
don't
get the
remember.
fuck out of here, pal.
Me neither.
I cannot believe that worked. Are you okay? You just chugged a bunch of mead. That would have had me flat on my face in a heartbeat. You'll be fine. At least your head's still on straight. Better than we can say for a lot of the other sorry souls back in there. Anyway, walking out of here would look pretty suspicious, because, you know, why would two Whiterun guards just decide to leave the city? So with my genius thinking, I know, thank you, I realized during that whole ordeal that Whiterun guards keep rope in these uniforms, so we can just climb down this side of Whiterun and get the hell out of Skyrim. So come on, give me a hand tying these ropes up. Yup, just like that, and perfect. We should be good to go. Well, well, well. Would you look at that? We actually made it out of Whiterun. It's almost hard to believe, isn't it, pal? I think I made the right choice in freeing you. But now, we gotta talk about the plan. See, I just so happen to own a lovely boat just northwest of Solitude. So if we can make our way there, we can just sail on out of here and start brand new, free from our criminal past. But small issue. We're wanted men, which means we need to avoid main roads, so the route we're gonna have to take to get there is gonna be a bit shifty. But with your brains and my charming good looks, I think we'll be just fine. So what do you say, pal? You ready for the journey?
So you have to understand, you know, yeah, like guards definitely do patrol outside the city or whatnot, but I didn't want to write a dialogue sequence walking all the way like outside the stables to, you know, a good spot for like this part here. So fuck it, they jumped off the side anyway. Yeah.
I think I remember our justification being like all the guards are supposed to be in like the guard barracks like partying or whatever. So it'd be really suspicious if some random fucking two random fucking guys just decided to do the exact opposite of what every other guard was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think was our justification.
Yeah.
Who
But
leaves
yeah,
with only one beer? You gotta have at least 6, man.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna drive my carriage home without having a few beers to make the adventure a little bit more exciting.
It's
The rains are calling to me.
Hand me my reins.
It's the drunk crashers that make us drunk drivers look bad. All right. We'll go ahead and do. Here, I'll speed run it this way. We'll
seriously?
do run for it real quick.
What'd you think?
Sell a bit
It's-
too hard?
Borderline the
Get
same both
outta
ways.
here.
And now we have
No
run
ch-
for it.
What are you doing? I guess we're just booking it.
Get him.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Get them.
Sorry! I didn't mean to do that! Forgive me! Oh my god. Holy shit, we're just running right now. Why would this be the plan, pal? Why in a million years would this be the plan? We're just gonna jump? We're just gonna jump. Okay, it's not like we have much else of a choice now. Fucking damn it. Okay, let's jump on 3. 1, 2.
Yeah, I remember the
Three.
run for it scene also big
Ah!
because it's solid.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, the biggest pain in the ass was whenever we tried to re-record running for it forever ago, before we did it now. Here's something that I guarantee you none of you in chat thought about. Yeah. Time passes, which sucks. Cool upside on a on a paid for online server, you can just turn that shit off and set the time. So we didn't learn that until the giant camp, which was after this. It was the first thing we did after we did Act 1 recording. But the point was, whenever we tried to re-record the run for it, which is why it got scrapped, it wasn't the same time of day as it was in the other path. And so it's like, that kind of blows. So
yeah, because you can't wait in Skyrim together.
You
like
can't.
It just legitimately doesn't, work. You have to literally sit there for like an hour if you want the game to like naturally pass back to the time you. So it's just like, fuck that.
We just lucked out that most of Act 1 took place inside, which is why we didn't notice it. So, yeah. Also, Act 1 was one of the hardest to record because it was our first one, and we didn't really have a pattern or have how we should have done everything at the time. We took way more takes than needed because we just had to make sure that we had the right one, so we took like 5 of each. And in the future, if there was actually just like a good take, we'd be like one and done. We're good. So
yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? There are infinitely more universes where we were killed than where we escaped. I can't believe you just ran for it. Those aren't just some
even
guys.
notice the time passing between
Those
different
were
options. That's because most of the
Whiterun
outside
guards.
portions we did, like
This
I said,
is their
we
job.
turned time off.
They are trained.
Time was not allowed to
kill
exist anymore.
criminals
Yes.
like us. It is a
I think the
miracle beyond
only
the fucking
take
device.
after Act 1
They
that
just so
time
happen to
is
be
still
partying,
passing
from what I
is
see,
the
and
option
presumably
where you
too
pick
drunk
between the
to keep
giant
up
and
with us.
bandits.
I just, what the fuck?
I think that's real because I
Okay.
think we did that at the same
Yeah.
time we did
Okay.
these.
Okay. What matters is that we made it out. So we just gotta talk about the plan. See, I just so happen to own a lovely boat just northwest of Solitude. So if we make our way there, we can just sail on out of here and start brand new, free from our criminal past. But small issue, we're wanted men, which means we need to avoid main roads, so the route we're gonna have to take to get there is gonna be a little shifty. But with my brain, and your unflinching care towards mortality, I think at least I'll be just fine. So come on, pal. You ready for the journey? All right, so before we continue, I'm going to do this really cool thing right now called pissing. So I'm going to put on this really cool image
was a wanted man.
of Vanheim. And
Christian is cringe.
and then
Oh,
there's
Vanheim.
Cole and Jack to entertain you while I go piss. Brother, I just finished my first ending, picking the bandits, etc. Oh my lord, this is incredible. I need a Vanheim follower mod. No, that'd be cool. If someone made it, I'd help out with it. But yeah. All right, I'll be right back. You guys have fun. Don't have too much fun.
Masses, how do you wish us to entertain you? I guess while Christian's gone, Jack, which route should we take?
What do you mean?
Should we try to do Bandit Camp or Giant Camp next?
Ooh, good question. Bandits is longer, I believe.
I don't know, actually. I think they're roughly pretty similar.
Giants, I know, has more references, but Bandits is also goofier because a lot more went wrong.
Yeah. Well, that's not necessarily true. A lot of shit went wrong in the Giant Camp. It's just a lot of it wasn't still like used.
Right. Personally, I think we should do. Well, here's the thing. Bandits actually has more cameos.
That's true. More voice cameos. There are still
Mhm.
some references in Giant's Camp as well.
Yeah, it's
Liver versus-
references. It's references versus cameos is really what it is.
Yeah. Lizard River was the best part of the whole thing. We're glad you enjoyed that. That was one of the things we weren't the most sure about whether or not we wanted to do, but we said, fuck it, why not? It's a cool thing to reward people who've played through the whole thing.
That's what I like the most about him.
Yeah, or you can just, guess. But don't do that. Don't guards patrol near the farms outside of the cities? Yeah, but that's why they're sneaking around.
They were partying.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, in the lore, they were all in the barracks partying. That's right. That's why the guards were they couldn't go outside as guards. There you go.
So how you doing, Cole?
I'm hanging out. I'm looking at Vanheim. He's looking at me. It's a little scary.
Pretty sensual, honestly.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right. I'm going to real quickly ahead of time because I'll leave it up to the people what they want us to talk about first.
We were just talking about whatever poll you're about to put up of bandits versus giants.
That's exactly it. All right.
Which way shall we go? You decide.
Okay, so we've got a bit of an issue. You see that tower over there? That's the Western Watchtower. Guards are stationed there to keep their eyes out for escaped criminals like ourselves. So, we have two options.
Man, it's pretty 50-50.
We can either try and sneak
It's
around
very
the giant camp
50-50,
up there
I'm
without
watching
getting
it.
spotted, or we can sneak around that bandit camp nearby. Honestly, I'll leave this one up to you, pal.
He's mentioned
What do you
making a
think?
Vinny follower
We've
mod,
made it
maybe.
this far
That'd be
thanks to your
cool.
decisions.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, come on. I'm ready.
I'd love to enjoy it, but followers don't work in together. That's why I never think about it.
Yeah.
Like making a follower mod for us, because like I play this game so multiplayer minded that like I forget followers like exist sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, that's like a
real.
thing you could do. Yeah, they're like in the game or something.
Why didn't the dragon speak any Dova during the entire reaction? They make easy translation apps for it. This is the only downside the whole game. It was just for ease of like understanding.
Genuine answer. So like normally, I'd be like, oh man, like whenever I was in like middle school, a little like I would take the time to try and learn some Dova.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did do that.
But there's a difference between understanding Dova and saying it correctly. Like I didn't feel confident that I'd be able to say it with the correct accent. That's
fair.
That's the entire reason why. That's it.
So once again, like I'm sorry, easy understanding kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I thought about it, but yeah, I did follow the rule, which I was very passionate about, is making sure, because every dragon in the game is a 3-syllable name, so Zaknanal fits under that. So, yeah.
The poll is exactly 50-50.
The next vote will decide. Immediately, as soon as you see it go up one way or another, ending it. Frame 1.
Frame 1.
So, you guys come here often?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Nah, I'm just fucking. I'm just kidding. I'm just goofing. I'm gaffing a little bit. Bandit was winning first.
It doesn't matter which winning now. Dude, we got 2 votes at the same time.
I saw that.
Giant one. Giant one. Frame 1. Frame 1. Frame 1. 52%.
That was really amusing. Yeah, they both went up by 1 vote at the exact same time.
Hey, at least that's good, because that means that at least like it's pretty 50-50 what people prefer, which means we did our job.
That's real. That's real.
All right, so we'll go down the giant camp first.
Yeah, I agree.
That sounds best.
This is
sure
now
we
a
could
good
easily
time, I
sneak
think, to
past
talk
few dumb
about the
giants.
each area had
Especially at the
primary
dead of night
writers.
here.
Jax
Come on,
did the bandit
let's go ahead and
camp.
go.
I did
Okay,
giants.
we've made it right outside
Christian
the
did the
giant
first
gate.
thing, and like we
But,
kind of just kept that cycle
There's
going.
a small thing
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, pal. Mammoths are known for their extremely strong sense of smell, so we should try and be quick with our plan before they pick up on our location. Or am I thinking of wolves?
There's just an
Ne-
easy
never
way
mind.
to get script
Either
writing
way,
done
we
easy
should think
and
about how
quickly,
we're gonna
and
sneak
also
around
have
and
unique
quickly.
ideas.
So what do you think our next move is, pal?
Side note, because I know it's going to devolve, the giant camp recording session was both the most painful, but the most iconic for us.
Yeah.
Like, it devolved so quickly because we're like, God, we really need to like record the bandit section, not the bandit, the giant section, because we need to go ahead and get started on it. But like, it was also like we were like, the end of this recording session. It was 4 a.m.
Yes.
And God, were we
We had to start
tired?
late.
Yeah.
Hey,
Very
Christian.
slap happy, and I
Question: What are some reasons why end cards at the end of the video could not show up?
That's a good point. Good question to ask. Someone clip this. So primarily, I have found out that a lot of ad blockers will turn off in cards.
This specific person said that they don't have an ad blocker.
This specific person said they don't have an ad blocker.
Yes.
Did this specific person say what device they're on?
Let me ask. They're currently in the community general.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You keep going.
Yeah, I'll keep going. Yeah. I
Maybe
don't
it's like
know.
a setting they turned off.
I feel because you can turn it off manually. So, yeah. Why don't I blink? I lost my sprite for that. That's why.
Jack lost all of his costumes. I'm the only one with drip. Just casual flexing. Hold on.
No, hold on a second. I don't have all of them gone.
Quick flashing between my drip.
I actually
Alright, there we
have
go. Now I'm back to
one.
normal.
I have one set of drip.
Yeah, these are all very old. We don't use these little PNG things very much anymore.
I'm really happy to see some people in chat saying that, because I figured it was going to be the minority of people, but a lot more people have said they've done it the correct way. Of, whenever the river lizard, when we get to them, sends them somewhere, they actually go through it to get the answer instead of just like guessing over and over.
Yeah.
So those of you that did that the way that it was intended, you're peak.
There we go.
Yeah. That's actually
Yeah,
their
that
real
was very
faces.
cool.
It's not PNGs. Yeah, that's real. My bad.
Was someone playing the giant or was it an NPC? I played the giant. I was also the mammoth that eats the bushes. So we used a transmogrify mod. You may have noticed over the last 3 months, we have had a weird hyperfixation on mods that transform us
Yes.
into things.
Yes.
There was a hidden reason behind that wasn't just entertainment value.
That is
Sure, they were very
exactly
entertaining
that.
stream, and we had fun fucking around with them on stream. But there was a little like behind the scenes like thing. We were like praying to God
God, can we
these
get one that
mods were good,
works?
so we
Yeah.
could use it for this.
Yes, that's exactly it. I didn't even think about that. We did have like a hyperfixation on transformation mods there for a bit. We're gonna go ahead and go through and take time to think.
Take time to think.
Really annoying, by the way, on this part.
I mean, we're already
I'm just gonna let it
doing
run while I
that.
say this, but
want to hurry up then, pal. Because we don't have all day.
end
And
cards
quite frankly,
can't show up
I'm
pre
starting to
20
get a tad
seconds.
worried here.
So like you only get
Hello?
5 seconds for this one, and it's
Pal?
really annoying.
You gonna come up with a plan? Hello.
See, there we go. Boom. We're gonna go and get this ending that I got nothing.
Are you still thinking of a plan? Pal, I'm starting to think you want the mammoths to find us. Are you really that?
There's one right behind me. Isn't there? Huh. Well, goodbye, I guess. Oh, side note. Also, Because this also deserves a credit specification. I didn't edit the giant camp. That was Sarah. I edited almost everything except for the giant camp and the mountain. I did not do those. I did everything else. The giant camp and the mountain were put together by Sarah. The only things that I touched was I did manually change how getting launched into space looks when we get to that. But that's the only thing that like I touched enough that I basically made it. But yeah. I feel like about doing transmog hide and seek. That's basically just guess who. We've done guess who. I mean, if that's what you mean, like that's what I think of. Yeah.
It was a stream, not a video, but eventually there will be a video.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So for this one, let's just go ahead and stealth through.
Stealth?
Oh, dude. So these bushes aren't here. If you go to this camp, by the way, these bushes.
Oh yeah,
not
we have to
here.
spawn those in.
We have this super fucking stupid. You don't really get a chance to pay attention. You can tell here from this, like the way that this like vine is or whatever, like coming out of the ground, it's tilted. We needed like these plants to exist for like a bush that like magically existed in the camp, and so it's like fucking I'm just gonna spawn like a really long line of bushes that like conveniently lead directly out of the giant camp. If you looked at it from the side, it looks so fucking stupid. And I don't remember. Could you see them, Jack?
No, Jack couldn't.
No, I couldn't see the bushes for crap. I was going. I was using the texture on the ground as a landmark of where I needed to stand. So most of the time during that section, I was looking at the ground trying to find my spot.
Yeah. Also, I couldn't see them either as the mammoth. So you'll see, I get really close, or like I'm really far, because I didn't have a good judgment of where the edge of the bushes were.
Yeah.
No, that is an example of the scuffedness of this process, and we were not prepared for dealing with this at like 2 a.m. whenever we fucking got here. Yeah.
Also, I was digging around with emotes, so we were like slap happy during that too.
Yes.
I'm gonna show some of that.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
If I still have
Oh,
it.
you actually
The
did.
most obvious
I
answers
hope you
are
still have some of the
obvious for a reason.
bloopers. We don't have
Damn
our
well,
audible like
We
recordings,
could probably just
unfortunately,
stick
because
to
we
the
had
bushes.
audio
I mean,
turned
that would
off.
probably be the
We were
smart move.
recording these.
I mean,
but we do
other
have
than the
visual-
bushes, it's a pretty open area, so it'd be easy to get caught in.
of the
Why are you looking at
stupid
a different
shit
option here
we were
now?
doing.
Every single sneak by the giants option is borderline the same, so we're just gonna do sneak through bushes for now.
Great.
All right.
I'm glad you agree. Definitely the smartest move. Let's go. We got this, pal. These mammoths won't even know what snuck right past them.
Also, a little side note
As long as we
while
keep
I'm
moving
thinking
this way,
about
we
it.
should be good.
You'll see at the very end, even though I
Oh,
literally said like
shit.
20 minutes ago that
The
we
mammoths
each
are heading this way.
wrote in our
Come
own
on, whatever you
section.
do,
Christian
be
had to
scared.
proofread them
I
all
heard
to
that
make
they
sure
can
they
sense
weren't
fear.
stupidly
Or is that
long,
theirs?
because mine were
Oh,
very
shit, I don't remember.
like that. Mine were very stupidly
sorry,
long.
Pam.
The
Don't
giant camp was
Um,
pretty fine. The mountain was ridiculous. Originally.
Or just like make sure Vanheim spoke how he should as the character.
Yes.
and, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
For,
So
for me, it was just, I kind of just either didn't write it long enough or I didn't do all the above. So it was just like theming most of the time.
For Jack's sections, it low-key turned into, he gave me like, what's the word I'm looking for? He gave me,
direction?
he gave me like a direction and like a shell of what to work with, like how, like the confines of kind of what you wanted, and then I wrote it.
I'm not a writer, so
No, that's fine. That's how it ended up happening.
I'm glad it.
You
I'm
were
glad it
more
turned out better
involved
than
with
what I did.
the bandit camp than you were the river lizard, because you actually
That's
did
true.
come up with a lot. Like, you basically came up with one entire route for the bandit camp without like writing the dialogue for it, but how you wanted it to play out, which is when Pal leads the way whenever we get there, that was all of Jack, basically. But like when Vanheim gets his leg stuck in the bear trap, that was me writing it. Like that's the separation mainly.
Yeah. For the stuff I wrote, all the options you pick, I did write down. It's just they were usually trimmed up by Christian to be more coherent.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I saw someone ask who had the level up. The idea was so funny. That was me.
That was cool. That was cool. Full credit. And I have to assume, was that based off of the Skyrim shuffle, but right before the Skyrim shuffle? Oh, did you just level up? Oh, hey, honey.
Subconsciously, probably. Intentionally, no. But I'm sure somewhere in my subconscious that was lingering, and I was like, oh, that'd be a great idea. And I just 100% stole it. You're 100% right. It probably did subconsciously come from that. But yeah, I just thought it'd be really funny to get, like, have game mechanics throw you under the bus. I thought it'd be really funny.
Yeah.
Just that we don't have no twirl, honey, twirl reference in there.
Yeah.
We don't. We do not. All right. So
Man, a manly man.
we're going to do Calm Vanheim, but then we're going to quickly come back because you'll see why.
Okay. I'm calm.
It's okay,
From
man.
the looks of it, I
okay.
think we're actually okay. It's just nibbling on the leaves.
Calm down, buddy. It's just
should
a mammoth.
hypothetically go away after a bit.
It's
stand
just a
still.
mammoth, and you're just covered in shit or something.
Okay. I may have underestimated how much a
I don't
mammoth
think, did we cover
can
ourselves in
consume.
shit this
Bad
playthrough?
thinking on my part? No, we didn't. Complete side note. This is funny. So Sarah was putting this together. Sarah was not there for the recording session. So Sarah wanted to rip their hair out sometimes because they didn't know where the fuck shit was. And they like for 2 days are like, Christian, I cannot find for the life of me where the mammoth eats the bushes. I can't find it. It's not real. It's false. It doesn't exist. And I'll admit, I had a hard time finding it at first too, because every other mammoth part is in the middle of the VOD. Like, right? It's all right there in the middle.
Oh yeah.
And this shot right here was one of the last 5 minutes of the recording. And when I told Sarah that, because I had to discover it too, because I had no fucking idea. Sarah was like, I'm gonna eat you, dude. I'm gonna fucking kill you. This is it.
The reason for that was because we had to disable the bushes and we didn't want them to be gone for the rest
That's what I
of it.
said. That's exactly what I said. No, I didn't even think about it, but no, it was so funny because Sarah was so pissed about that. Like, what? I've been looking for this for days.
Yeah, but it's because we had to do it last for coherency, or else the bushes would be all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. Because he started duplicating. Oh,
God.
Fuck. All right. Because they're pretty big. Yeah, pretty big in hindsight. And it most definitely can see us right now. Run, pal! Run!
Holy shit.
All right, so we're going to save this here, because this just cuts you to the giant camp stuff. And while we're already at the other option that takes us to it, I want to do Let 'em Panic, because we're going to be a bit before we get back to that route. So we're going to go and do Let 'em Panic, and we'll get back to the giant stuff, because there's about 5 different routes that take you to the giant run. So I'd rather just like show off all of the things that kind of take you there and then do it, but then like go through all of it and then go, all right, now we're going all the way back, and then we're going to show you how you could have gotten there every single time. So yeah,
I can't hold this in anymore, pal. I'm gonna go for it. Oh my god, it's gonna eat us. That's it. This is it. This is over. It's the end of the adventure. It's over. I can't. It's over. It's over. I can't. It's gonna eat us. Please don't eat us. Please. I'm sorry, Mr. Mammoth. I'm sorry. Please.
I know we already
please,
passed
please
it,
don't eat us. I'm
but
sorry.
another
I'm sorry.
funny
By the
bit I wanted
vines, I
to
don't want to
bring
die.
up that
I
was
don't want to
very
die by the mammoth.
consistent
I
in
don't
my
want to die by
scripts.
this. I can't.
Is
I'm sorry.
Vanheim will mention facts he's heard about animals that are almost objectively incorrect every time.
always.
Because I thought it'd be really funny if he just started spewing nonsense that he's heard that's completely incorrect.
That's
about
how
creatures.
you know if Cole wrote it, dude. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
Cole added that part of Vanheim's character.
Yeah, that's why he thinks mammoths has an extreme sense of smell like wolves. That's why he thinks other creatures that we'll see in the future do things that they kind of don't.
Mm.
I just find funny.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. Alright, pal, I'm sorry that I broke our cover. I can't do this anymore. I can't. Please, by the love of the device. Please, I'm begging you, please. Wait a second. Oh,
Waiting.
yeah. Okay. I remembered now. So how this shot here was taken. Because I remembered because the slash kill didn't work. I believe for this mammoth, you were phased through the ground, Cole, and you shot up the cheat spell of instant kill through the ground to kill the mammoth for this take.
I think that's exactly what we did.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, like, was it slash kill? No, I don't think it was slash kill. I think it was, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I think we disabled this mammoth's AI because
Thanks
it
for,
didn't have to move, and I just killed
For
it.
standing there, pal. I'm glad you caught on. Now
We're gonna get into that cheat spell later and the pain that it caused. Trust.
that was totally my plan.
Too much pain.
My
To be fair,
much.
elephants have an incredible
Genius
sense of
plan.
smell, and I guess, you know, Vanheim's is vaguely
100%
correct.
calculated my
sometimes.
movements to disorient the mammoth. Just enough to cause
I
it
just
to
thought
fall
it'd be really
down.
funny if you just
Also,
spewing off nonsense.
We should go. Because
That
the
may
whole
or may not be
campsite is
correct.
waking up after that fall. I mean, unless you think you can fistfight a giant. Why are you looking at me like that? No. Extreme side note. But like Vanheim is just my voice. Like it's not like I did anything like different with like voice acting him, but I had been interviewing like a lot of voice actors at the time. You know, still am whenever I can, but like I interviewed like both the princess, the narrator, and the and Sin at that point. And something I noticed because of what Johnny Sims, the guy who does the narrator, said, because he always described doing voice acting as a very physical thing for him. He always described it as like he would just instead of focusing on emotion, he focused on like how his mouth was being held when he would voice act, or like how
Interesting.
like how his throat was moving. And just something I noticed, I never noticed until after I talked to Johnny, was when I do Vanheim, which I was gonna say my Vanheim voice, but it's my voice. It's just like a mild like different like attitude adjustment. I talk out like the right side of my mouth, like and like hold my face in a weird way, to like get in that sort of zone for because Vanheim isn't just me, it is Vanheim. He's a little shit. So no, that was such something I found interesting about myself whenever I noticed it after voice acting Johnny. So yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that is a really interesting thing. I know when we used to record like in the same room, I know I move a lot, like just with my body whenever I voice act stuff and for our scripts and things. So it's really interesting, like the difference and like how people do that.
Whenever I'm playing frantically as Vanheim, I move my arms a lot, to a point where it was a problem because I bumped the mic.
Yeah.
But the problem with doing a character like Vanheim and not having, I have a good mic, but you peak it easy if you scream, and there's a lot of moments that Vanheim yells, so I had to find this like annoying like middle ground where it's like, oh yeah, like he's yelling, but also like you can low-key kind of tell like he's yelling as if like his mom's asleep, you know what I'm saying? But that made it even harder to get into character for it, because
Yeah.
he's just such a frantic guy. But yeah. You should interview Lord Tusk. I'll get right on that. You should interview Meigs. Currently I'm sticking to like game stuff at the moment. I don't know, not just games, so like I'm not really super interested in interviewing YouTubers at the moment. Maybe I will be in the future, but yeah. You know.
I'm sure Meeks will be up there when you do start. If you do, of course, start doing YouTubers. I'm sure he'll be.
All right, we're gonna do fight giants.
Pal, put your fists down. Come on. No, okay, you're walking towards him now. All right. Goodbye.
All right, we're gonna go back real quick and do the other option,
Please, pal, don't.
which is just know your limits.
Oh, thank God. I'm sorry. I had a really bad feeling, like you were actually considering fighting the giants. Anyway, there's a mountain that way, and that's the direction that we need to go. Honestly, if we keep up this pace, we should get out of Skyrim in no time.
All right, and nope, we're not at Act 3 yet. Fuck off, Act 3. You don't exist.
I can't hold this in anymore, pal.
All right.
I'm gonna go for it. my God,
We'll
good
go
idea.
back to
don't-
the start of the giant camp.
Yeah, I agree.
So now we're gonna take time to think, and then we're gonna
Take
lather
time to
ourselves
think.
up in mud.
Pal? Okay. One, I don't think that's
I love to
mud.
lather myself
Two,
up.
That's what's
even if
up.
it was. What benefit does that give us? Oh wow, you seem
You see what I saw, Cole.
really into this idea.
Yeah.
Here's what I say. Go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm gonna stand right here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're now covered in mud. Okay. Let's just get sneaking already, cause you
I love
man, I love that smell.
spamming around.
Let's just move a little closer to these bushes, and
I'm at that
alright,
part of the
we
stream.
have two
if you can't
choices.
tell.
We can continue through the bushes, away from the giants, but right next to the mammoths, or we can try and sneak past the sleeping giants and avoid the mammoths. I'll leave it up to you, pal. You and your fantastic scent. So come on, what's the plan?
All right. So if you do Sneak by Giants, it's the same as it is for the original. So we're gonna do sneak through bushes and get the mud special, which you'll see.
What's
Yeah.
special?
Great.
The
I'm glad you
mud
agree.
secret interaction.
Definitely the smartest
Yes.
move. Oh shit! Shh. The mammoths are heading
First
this
ending
way.
I got was 17, the
whatever
bridge
you
troll.
do,
First ending I got
don't
was the one
be
where you just
scared.
stay in the cell.
I heard that they can.
I
sense fear.
love the stay in
Or
the
is that
cell
theirs?
so much. I know
Oh,
it's ending
shit,
one,
I
but
don't
that's like in my, I'd say my top
Panic a
5.
bit here, pal.
I
there's
just
It
think
is a
those
really
the
good
too.
ending.
the timing of, you know, yeah, you're getting executed. All right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. What? Oh, it's the same options with the same thumbnails. You mudded yourself
We
earlier.
did a pro gamer move called lying to you.
Exactly. You mudded yourself earlier, and we didn't forget about that. So now,
Okay. I'm calm. Huh. I guess the mud was a good idea after all. I think it was gonna eat some of the bush, but the smell deterred it away. I can't believe you thought that far ahead, pal. Smart thinking. Now come on. We should be able to escape the campsite now that the attention is off of us.
which takes you to Act 3. I'd be lying if I said doing that didn't make it so fucking confusing from a development standpoint at times.
Yeah. My
Because
bad. I just wanted to be really
no,
funny.
you're good. I mean, I did the same thing to myself way later. But yeah, no. Having the sneak, not the sneak through, the fucking. I mislinked them so many times. It's not even funny. All right, so now it's time for what I've looked the most played through version of the giant camp is. It's time to sneak by the giants.
Let's fucking
Now
go.
that we're here,
Let's
we need
go.
to keep it down. Make sure that you're quiet.
Who knows how well the giants can hear? Sneaking past the giants, sneaking past the giants,
Side note, when I was doing my like soft whisper singing as Vanheim in the actual take, I started getting like way too into it, so I had to like tone it down. Like I started like actually like kind of like getting a fucking rhythm going. I'm like, nah, Vanheim wouldn't have a rhythm. Vanheim would be like Vanheim would just be like fucking mumbling shit. Like I was like, no, he wouldn't get anything actually catchy. He'd just be like saying shit. But like, yeah.
You know, I thought that cover would have been the way to go, but this is so easy. I could do this in my sleep. Get it? Yeah, I'll take your judgmental stare as a yes. Sneaking past the giants. Sneaking past the giants. Pal, did you just level up?
I guess we should run for it then, shouldn't we?
Holy shit,
The way the link structure doesn't follow fully consistent rules is nice in this type of game. Like how it splits completely at the start of Act 2, and how Act 3 has multiple intros, unlike 2. No, yeah, that's fair. I'd like to say that was a purposeful thing. It's just how it came out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd really like to do another one in the future. And in the future, what I'd like to do is, this to me felt like a lot of experimenting to figure out, not like how it's made. Like we already know how it was made, but now like the process is more understandable. But just kind of seeing, it's hard to explain other than just doing it for like the experience of like, okay, we've done our first one here or something like that. But if when we did another, I'd want to actually go full throttle with like options that don't just link you back to the start of the next act and completely separate you. You know what I mean? So that would be something that we'd focus on if we did this again, and things like that. How long did this take? That depends on when you count. It wasn't being put together physically until, I want to say March, like the footage, but being written.
Yeah.
It was written, like at least parts of it, not all of it, but parts of it were written in like December. But the actual act of like making it and putting it together, it's been like 4 months.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, I think we're gonna make it. I can't believe it. We're losing him. Just a little further. And we'll be good. Come on, pal. Come on, just keep going.
All right, we all know what's up.
What are you looking at?
We're taking the hit.
I'm not. Pal, no!
We had to get a launch to space by a giant reference.
Hey, do you know what just happened?
It just had to be done. There is impossible not to. Also,
I love how
not
it turned
evil.
out.
Yes, I linked the video of this take right here. Nern 3D. Full credit to this motherfucker that made a 3D model of all of Nern. So, yeah.
Now that we're here, we need to keep it down. Make sure that you're quiet. All right, let's keep
All
going.
right, you guys ready to talk about the fucking most painful take on the history of mankind?
Hey, are you?
Vanheim taking the hit.
This was the worst shot we did in the entire recording process. This,
By the way, Christian,
sucked.
I wanted to let you know something.
Yeah.
You know that new mod that we discovered for controlling creatures, and you just have to like hold a weapon or something of theirs?
Yeah.
Funny story. It's easier to do the launching on command. I was testing it out like during like us testing the mod out.
Uh-huh.
And I just charged at animals, slammed the thing down, and all of them got launched to space. every
Oh.
single time.
Man, love that mod that we didn't know existed at this time.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been, yeah.
That'd be great.
Insane.
So I'll let this play out, and then I'm going to explain how we did it.
Slowing down? We gotta hurry!
Extremely scuffed. is the
Okay.
answer.
So you see there. Oh my god, the giant hit the ground, and then Vanheim got launched. It worked! The shot got taken! So there's this Lord and Savior. His name's Zeke.
You may have heard of him before from Act 1.
Hit actor and YouTuber Zeke plays. So we're like, fuck, how do we do this? Like, because Cole couldn't control when he would slam, as in this version of the mod we used.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what do we do? And so we came up with this really scuffed plan where Zeke is here for this shot and this shot only. And so he has the cheat spell from the cheat mod, and he has it set to like launch in the air super high, right? But we're like, fuck, but we're gonna see the spell as it gets shot, and then he gets launched in the air. Well, I did this really cool thing myself called I disabled him, and then he had to stay on my screen the entire take, or else he would reappear and be undisabled. So he had to manage during during the entire launch take to stay on my screen.
Are you slowing down? We gotta hurry!
And then launch the spell ahead of time perfectly to time with the giant hitting the ground to launch Vanheim in the air. So...
And you're forgetting one minor thing, too. Jack also had to have the cheat spell equipped with launch because it didn't register otherwise.
Yes!
That's right. I hated that shit so much.
Yeah. No. This sucked. This shot here, it took like 45 minutes. And it's like 5 seconds long. And then let's continue with the rest of it that sucked. Jack was in pain for this one.
How did he? Hey, do you know what just happened? Hey, look, pal. I'm just as confused as you are, but you can at least talk to me. What? You just jumped. What does that even mean? Man, this day couldn't get any weirder.
I knew that giant camp was a bad idea.
I stand corrected. Look, I'm gonna let you guys off the hook. Could you guys just get out of here? I don't think I can handle any more of your shenanigans.
Remind me not to let you pick the route next time.
I love how pissed
I'm
Vanheim's
serious.
face is for this part.
I'm pretty sure that landing gave me
You got really lucky with
I
that.
don't remember this in like 10
We did.
minutes. Come on, let's get going. I really don't want to test that giant's patience. And Skyrim isn't gonna leave itself.
So we can't go to Act 3 yet. There's this cool thing called a bandit camp. I'm gonna have to just go through it the long way. Now the part about that for Jack that was difficult is that so he had to time falling from the sky in perfectly with the dialogue going on while being off screen, by the way. And then what he did was he loaded a save right behind me, so that way I could turn around and he would just be there for the sake of not making that take 10 years. But while it wasn't nearly as bad as getting the launch itself to work, which actually fucking blew, doing that for 45 minutes followed by another super precise timing thing, we were kind of dying out here.
Yeah, but we made it work. We made it work. Is
Yeah.
there no way to script a sequence of game events / actions in Skyrim? If there is, we are nowhere near knowledgeable enough to do that. So we kind of had to do it
just
manually.
modding, probably.
As Skyrim Tales. Right?
Does he? Well, a lot of like all the Skyrim Tale stuff I've seen, it's usually making them cross their arms and talk, and then putting it behind a green screen
Yeah.
sometimes. Like
Yeah.
this is more like elaborate than a lot of that. Not downplaying. Like love Skyrim Tales. hands up.
Love
Peak.
Skyrim Tales. I love
I've
Skyrim
emailed
Tales
them
too.
like 3
Absolute
times for
cinema.
a collab. But yeah.
Unfortunately, they haven't gotten back to
They've
us.
not
It's
gotten
fine.
back to us. Yeah. But yeah. Going through the bandits. If we get caught, it'd be easier to fight off some bandits rather than get smashed by giants. Let's get going then. Huh. When did bandits have such good masonry skills? This place looks really well put together, all things considered. I mean, isn't their whole thing that, like, they just steal from people so they don't need skills themselves? It just doesn't really... oh, come on. There's a bandit really standing guard in the dead of night. Well, we have to get past him somehow, because if we take the main road, the guards will no doubt be searching for us. So you got a plan, pal? Because I'm unsure what to do here. And that guy, he looks like he means business. I doubt we could even take... Okay, so... we want to go ahead and jump them, get to the cage, and then do all the other ways that you can get to the cage, so that way when we're at the cage, we can just go back from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Sounds like a
You
plan.
want to jump him? You think that's best? Okay, let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, ow, ow.
Thank you, Sarah.
Ouch, owie, the pain. Oh, ow, the pain.
Huh. I guess that did work. I underestimated the power of having the number advantage.
Yeah, having the number advantage is quite nifty, ain't it?
Oh, come on. Oh, look who's finally awake. I told you jumping him wasn't gonna work. You know, it wouldn't kill you to listen to me every now and then.
Enjoy your time in the...
Alright, so then that's where that becomes... from this point forward, it's the same. Once the knock happens from both routes, it's just the intro and the cage is different. Hello, Austin.
Yeah, that's
I don't have anything specific to say there. The main thing is that you'll find that this is the route where a lot of Dunderhead's voice. Cole did do the giant, so he was there. You'll find the majority of the rest here. If we planned it ahead of time, we probably would have had like all of the Dunderhead's voice here, and that would have been like the oh my god, it's the Dunder route. But we got to this later, so
Yeah.
but yeah. All right, so now we're gonna talk to the bandit.
What? What? Get down. What in the divines are you?
What? Who are... Oh, you must be the new recruits.
Yeah, the new recruits. Yep, that's that's us. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, if that's the case, could you please do the super secret bandit handshake with me?
Of course.
Another fun thing
come
to
on
like
now.
mention
Go
while we're here in
ahead.
the bandit camp,
Do the
this is
handshake.
where it gets used the
mean-
most, besides one other act.
Yeah.
Building like outfits for characters was honestly kind of really fun.
No, that's
Because
real.
like all the human based characters, all we had to do was like choose a race and then get some fitting gear, and it was kind of really fun.
Yeah. It was
River
also
Lizard
fun
was
to
my-
kind of
River Lizard was my favorite.
Yeah.
100%. I agree. I also think we did a really good job with giving Vanheim a unique face. And
That's
Oh, yeah.
true. We worked
like
hard
all
on
of that. Yeah. No, but River Lizard is fucking peak. Yeah.
We'll go into the design of
Yep,
him
yep.
because he's the only one like he's the main one with like specific thought put into like his design.
Yeah.
Everyone else is kind of slapped together with what works
Hmm.
in a way. I won't say that it took zero thought. Like the bandit's probably like right here is probably the most zero thought costume
Exactly
choice
that.
that we have.
We put
But
more
like
thought into the
it's
race.
still exactly.
Yeah.
But we still thought about it. It's like not that in their like weapon because remember we had to choose a weapon that was blunt.
Yeah.
That's why he's wielding a dwarven mace because that's the most blunt weapon we could find
It's the most blunt mace.
because of what he's
too.
about to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, exactly
So
that.
there was a lot of thought put into this, not to downplay us or anything, but it was really fun.
I mean, unless you're actually not the new recruits, which in that case I'd probably have to hurt you. I'd have to hurt you real bad.
No. We're definitely the new recruits. Come on, pal. Do the handshake. The super secret bandit handshake was all Jack's idea, and I still think that's peak. That's so fucking funny to me.
It's true.
That is all my idea.
So we're gonna go ahead and do punch, and then we'll try the handshake. Whoa. Good thinking, I guess. I really didn't think there was going to be any real way out of that. I'll be honest. I was just kind of hoping that you would accidentally do
The punch
the
route
right
is probably one of my
handshake.
favorites in the
But that
entire
works
game.
too.
I just think it's so
That
funny.
works better that you can just do that. So
Yeah.
let's just keep moving, I guess. No, I actually did put thought into that one, unlike the run for it thing, because I just felt like, okay, so yeah, like the guards, you know, it was one thing, like, oh, they have like these giant fucking metal helmets, it's not going anywhere. But then, like, honestly, like, there's a wide open face in these helmets, and like, I feel like a lot of the time with characters like these, if you were to actually like just suddenly start throwing hands, they wouldn't know what exactly to do, or like they'd be like too stunned at the audacity to comprehend it. So I was like, I honestly feel like if you punch this guy in the face right now, you would just get away with it. And who's gonna, like, if you just clock them right now and they're cold, like who are they gonna warn? No one. They're out. It's over. So I was like, okay, yeah, I think that'd be funny. I also I think there's like a little speedrun route in each, like, hypothetical speedrun route in like in at least one of the two routes in every act, which I think works if you look at it from the lens of, what if you just really, like, you're going back to your spot, but you don't want to like go through all the options possible. So if you know the speedrun route to like get to where you want to go, this is it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Wow. That was honestly just insulting.
Oh yeah, I did
Damn.
remember seeing a bunch of
was,
like comments about that, Mr.
I was really hoping we could get
Some
lucky
people
there.
thought the punch was
Well,
the secret
I'm gonna
handshake.
hurt you now, okay?
Great plan, huh, pal? Super secret bandit handshake. That's just about the most idiotic thing I've ever heard.
Enjoy your time in the cage. You guys will make for a fantastic meal when the sun rises.
Not only did we get captured by bandits, but we got captured by cannibalistic bandits. Could this get literally any worse? Listen, pal, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm fully capable of breaking us out of here, but I just need you to first turn around. Trust me, it's important. Now just give me a moment here and look at you here. Got it. You can turn around now. Okay, let's get going before they notice their breakfast is missing. Wow, that is a lot of bandits at the front. We gotta find another way out. Let's just move this way.
Fuck it, I
Okay,
forgot
can
about
we
that
talk
part.
for a second? Listen, it's
Vanheim
your
just
fault
pulls
we got
a
stuck here.
lockpick out his
So
ass.
how about this time? That was
let
a
me
Jack
take the lead,
original right
pal.
there. I'm pretty.
That was
confident
a
I can
Jack
get us-
original.
So, the options of letting people lead was my idea. But it's I was thinking, and I there's in a lot of choose your own adventures in general, they sort of have like that one guy who's with you the whole time. Like Markiplier stuff aside, I actually played a lot of choose your own adventure like books when I was a kid, which I know was not a common thing people did around my generation.
I've heard a couple.
Yeah. But they all have like that guy almost like that you follow. but I've never seen one like kind of get sick and tired of like, or like, like actually genuinely go like, your decisions have been kind of ass, or like, can you let me make a choice? Maybe you jackass. And Vanheim is just petty enough. I really saw him being able, like, being like, okay, but like, you know, what if you let me decide, huh? Maybe I made a choice, please.
Who knows? Maybe the really good choice.
Exactly. So we're gonna start off with us taking the lead because that leads to the end of an act. But
You stubborn jackass. Okay.
Also, those who
guess
have
I'm
been
following
counting
you.
lockpicks since the beginning, this is where you get the answer.
This
There's one
is-
in the
yep.
beginning. The one he just used to get out of the cage, and then now the one on this route. That's how you get 3.
Ooh. Well, now look at you. See, this is why I should have taken the lead. Look at where your choices have gotten us. It's
Just
okay.
a
I can
small
get
little
you
thing,
out. Just
like to note for the
give me a
lizard
second.
Yes,
when
yes.
we get there.
the river
Okay,
lizard
that's
is
my
my
last one.
favorite section.
Okay,
personally.
give me a
Mine
moment.
too.
Just a little jimmying. Of
I'm
the
so
rock
It was a
proud of
really
here
cool section.
And
Yeah.
here and
I think the mountain was my favorite
you're
section.
free. Now,
Uh,
if you'll follow me,
but
get
definitely
out of
close
here.
second is the
I see
river.
the ladder to the surface
sure.
right over there.
My favorite ending
Well,
is
I'll be a
in, like, my
monkey's
favorite
uncle.
failed ending
That
is
was
in the
surprisingly
mountain.
easier than I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
Except for the gaping flesh wound, but don't worry, I'll patch that up as we go along the path.
I
Now,
just
if I
like
take a
the
look at my
mountain
map
because
here,
we were able to put so much
we need to
stupid shit that I came up with
go
into it
that
that,
way.
it just amuses me.
Come on, pal. Follow me. Onward. To freedom.
And then they go on to Act 3, but we're not there yet! Alright. So,
We gotta go back to the past.
funny enough, when Richard did this for the first time, because he was one of, like, the people who, like, beta tested it, you could say. When he did take the lead, he was seconds away from going back mid-choice to push Lit Vanheim lead, because he was such a shit about you getting stuck in the bear trap, and he just wanted to see if Vanheim would get stuck in the bear trap. Out of spite.
Finally. Thank you. I knew you'd realize I was the one fit to lead this operation. Come on, let's go this way. Oh, that hurts.
There was nothing we could have done about the
Damn
flying
it,
bear
that
trap we
hurts.
tried. I
We
just
can't
want
be
you all
stuck
to
here
know,
for
we
too long,
fucking
or
did
else
everything we could.
I'm
It just
sorry
had to turn
for the
into
harsh
this.
judgment earlier. Please find us a way
We
out
want
of
to
here.
point out the inconsistency in the cage. Or let
I was
people find
wondering.
that.
Yeah, there's a really big continuity error at the start of the cage. If you find it,
Oh,
you
yeah.
got it, GG. Couldn't tell you why the continuity error disappears a few seconds after it appears, but it does. So we
Together
decided, fuck
bullshittery
it.
is all we got for you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, the bear trap
like
floating
look on your
thing is
face.
exclusively a together
What do you
thing.
do?
Whenever one of
Foul?
your
There
friends
has
that
to
you're
be
playing
done.
with and
There has
together
to be, I
touches
swear.
any
Foul.
object,
No!
it does that. It
Yeah.
floats in a direction.
Oh my.
So, like, there's literally nothing we could have done because we, of course, had to have Vanheim step on the trap.
Agony.
So, like, to compensate, we made him go as close to the wall
Do
as
you
possible.
really think
so it
we
still looks like
wouldn't
it's
hear
touching
the
his leg.
blood curdling cries of pain?
Side note with this that you wouldn't. There was an annoying issue. Spawning the guys behind this orc player, pain in the ass. Because if you nudged them even a little bit, they'd start flying away. So it actually took us an unreasonable amount of attempts to get a take of this where they weren't floating away.
It was really funny, too.
Curdling cries.
I
of
thought
pain.
the cut off ending was you cutting off the trap. I can't believe y'all made me amputate Vanheim. Pal's not very, dexterous. That's
Yeah,
why
Pal's-
Vanheim lockpicks everything.
Exactly. Pals, they're palling it up.
Finally.
Also, to get Vanheim closer to the floor, he's TCL'd into the ground.
Yeah, he's literally just TCL'd down. Is there not a way to disable object collision? We tried. Trust us. I tried using
Genuinely,
TCL on
we tried.
specifically the bear trap, and it would still float away. I don't even think it had to do with collision. It had to do with, like, something just existing in the same spot. So yeah, that was the annoying part. All right, it's time for get help, which the get help, all Jack here. I really didn't do anything here.
Literally all Jack. He even did the voice acting.
Yeah.
Hey, who
Yeah.
are... Oh, you're the new guys, right? What was that? Your partner
I think
got
we
his leg
genuinely
stuck in
spent
a bear
half an
trap.
hour on that bear trap trying to find out ways to
I've
make it
been
not.
telling
We
do
did.
that,
We
and
spent a
it's
Getting
very
trapped
long
in the
time on
hallway
it.
where we walk is a very counterintuitive design choice. Yeah, I got the key. Come on.
I remember this was a bitch to time.
Oh yeah, this sucked.
Here, you should be good to go now, guys. Sorry about that. The new bandit chief has been a little overly interested in traps as of late.
Oh, it's not a problem. Thanks for freeing my leg.
Anything with like long
I'm gonna have
walks
to report
and then
this
a
incident to the
timing
chief, though.
thing
If you could stay here.
afterwards really
For
sucked.
sure. We'll
Yeah.
be right here.
I kind of got we kind of got really lucky with this take. Like I just nailed it
Okay,
on the.
let's go up that ladder over there before that guy realizes we aren't the new guys. Well, gaping flesh wound aside, we got past the bandits and we're currently not food, so I consider that a win. But if you give me a moment to look at my map here, we need to go that way. Come on, pal, let's go. Also, if you felt like it, I wouldn't be opposed to you carrying me some of the way. Please.
Hey, pal, do you hear?
You had to just suspend some disbelief with either route, with the fact that like there's no visible damage on either of your legs, or like mention of like, you know, the bear trap crushing your fucking leg in later acts. It's, you know, they just still healed it on the way. You're good. Yeah, just it's okay.
Hear that? It sounds like a. Oh shit! Get down!
Listen, looking for a couple gentlemen here. Have you seen these guys around?
Damn it! That's not good. Do you see that guard up there questioning that lady? If he spots us, we're as good as dead. We got to get around him somehow.
Does that mean we're
I
finally
know
in
there's a
Act 3?
dungeon that
We
leads
are.
directly to the other side of this mountain if we go through
Oh
it.
yeah.
But that's also a dungeon. We could also climb direct.
All right, poll time.
Whole time. Where are we going?
Yay.
We going to the dungeon or the mountain?
I love the image I used for climb the mountain. I think it's really funny. Like in context, like
That's a peak mountain, like yeah, PNG like thumbnail thing.
I know the majority of the players went the mountain route, view-wise. All right, looks like we're running dungeon first.
Epic, epic.
All right.
Peak.
I really
We'll run
liked how the
dungeon.
dungeon turned out.
No, it's it doesn't have as many variations as mountain, but like I really like the what's the word I'm looking for? I just like how it turned out. I don't know the words to use here. But I like the way the choices visually turned out.
Did not everyone
going
do
through
every
a
choice
dungeon
at least
filled with a
once?
couple
No, a
skeletons
lot of
doesn't
people
sound
only
too
did one
hard in
playthrough and called it.
comparison to
Some people are gonna come
climbing
back,
a
some
fucking
people
mountain.
won't.
So
Yeah,
It's just how it
it depends on who you are. Yeah.
all right. As you can see,
Which
right
is
there,
fine. It was
that
was
the dungeon we
designed
gotta
to
go
be
through.
kind of
Exactly.
like
Shouldn't be
Play it
difficult
how you wanna
at
play
all,
it.
Really, I mean, it's filled with skeletons. Look, there's two guarding the front right up there, and I don't think people really critically think about like how weak they are. I don't even
Yeah.
understand why necromancers take the time to reanimate them. Like, here, watch this.
Side note, no, I'll let it play through before I actually say anything about it. I'll let this part play through before I say anything.
Wow, I'm terrified. It looks like they're doing a great job of defending this place, huh? I mean, they're puppets, right? They do what the necromancer says, but I don't see no necromancer, and they don't have eyes or ears, making them functionally useless unless actively being controlled. But even then, it's a bunch of bones. They just kind of fall apart under a strong breeze. I don't know. This was probably extremely unnecessary, but it really kind of bothers me. But anyway, let's just go inside already.
Now, with Vanheim's whole, like, monologue about how functionally useless, like, skeletons are, you know, a lot of people would assume that's like, because I wrote the dungeon entirely myself. That's like me projecting my thoughts. It's not. I think the character of Vanheim, something that brings a lot of characters more to life, and something I think is funny, is the idea of, like, Vanheim, who is a world-renowned thief, having a really passionate opinion on something like necromancy. Like, something completely unrelated to what he's known for, but having, like, critical thoughts about that subject. Because, like, you know, people are more than one dimension. But, so, like, if I ever had an opportunity to write Vanheim again and he was in a situation where there were undead, I know for a fact I'd write him having some genuine critical opinion about, like, either the state of the undead or, like, the effectiveness of the situation, because I just think that's funny for him to care about something so unrelated.
Okay, now we're inside. All we gotta do now is just find a way. Ooh!
That's part of like
that,
how
pal?
why I wrote him being
Oh, yeah.
slightly gullible
That's a treasure
to, like,
chest.
information.
Just waiting.
Like, that's where, like, a lot of
It
the
could
joke
help
with,
us with
like,
a fresh
the
start whenever we get to the boat.
hearing certain
Come on.
creatures like
Let's go open
behave
that
in
thing.
certain ways, and we'll see on the
I mean,
mountain
can you believe it?
him learning
Who
a
leaves their
specific
treasure
trick
just
Yes.
as a
lying around,
reference
basically
from, like,
at the
some
front
random
door?
guy.
think
I
your
just
luck is
thought it
starting to
was
finally
like you
turn
said, it
around
adds more
after
to his
that last
character.
encounter,
I was
pal.
really amusing.
It doesn't even look like it's locked
That,
from
like,
here. And trust
He
me,
does
I
have
would
his
know.
flaws,
I've
even
done
though
my
he's,
fair
like,
share of
world renowned or
lockpicking.
whatever. And like you said, it brings more character to it.
Hey, pal. You okay? Come on, wake up. You took a pretty hard blow to the skull there, pal. You had me worried there for a second. But, anyway, good news, we're okay for now. Bad news, I don't know where we are. Even worse news, we're stuck in a cage again. And even worse news, our captor is standing right there.
Just ignore the violent corpse splashing.
Yes,
It
yes.
It goes away.
You're a third
Trust.
pair
It
of
goes
thieves
away.
to fall
For
for
some
that
reason,
trap
it goes
this
away.
week.
Trust.
Both of you will
Also,
look fantastic.
Clap right here. Good job, Zeke. You killed it. Great job as a necromancer. Thank you. 10 out of 10.
Test subjects.
I'm sorry, test
The
subjects?
voice acting
No,
was
no, no,
very
no.
fucking immaculate.
Now, if I just... Oh, is that a rat? Get away! Get away! There. Now, if you don't mind me... Perfect! Behold, the potion I have created before you. I bestow upon you...
Funny little blooper
two
thing.
options.
That alchemy table didn't work
One.
for me for like 10
One of you
minutes.
drink
Yeah.
the potion, I may test out its effect.
That was such a
We don't know
big
why.
to get to work because it could work
Two.
for me. It wouldn't work for Christian or
Use
Cole.
And feel the full,
Yeah.
potent fury
Also,
of my...
blooper thing, because of how this had to be shot.
Both of you will make fantastic
Where is it?
You fools! Mind me.
I gotta find it.
1,
There.
2 options.
So that potion's there the entire take. It's not like he actually placed it. I couldn't look down or look in that, like, area, so that way it would actually look like he placed the potion there. That's why, like, I had to be very specific with how I looked down and then looked up whenever, like, my vision was coming back, because I really didn't want this in that shot. So, yeah.
Yeah.
1.
Oh yeah, good point,
One
Tal
of you
Candy.
drink
Yeah,
the
the
potion,
last
so I may
lizard
test
question
out
is
its
here,
effects.
where he asks what he's
Or
annoyed by. At least
two.
one of the last ones. And it's
Refuse.
it's a rat
Feel the
specific.
full,
Yeah.
potent fury of my magical wrathful
We
prowess.
knew a lot of people would get tripped up by
Make
the
your
skeever option.
choice. Now.
Okay, on one hand, I'm pretty sure that's just poison.
on the other hand, we don't know if this guy has
He
things
did a really good
bigger
job.
than
I didn't recognize
skeletons on
his voice.
standby. Those
Yeah,
might
he
have
did
just
a
been
really
red
good
herring
job,
to get
like
people
changing how
in
his voice
here.
like sounded for this, and like make it sound really good.
When I told him he was a dark elf, he was so excited. Because Zeke is actually a voice actor for like other Skyrim mods, so he has like a dark elf voice that he does there. And so when I told him that, he was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, that's sick." So
Nice touch on the necromancer's amulet. Yeah, a lot of, like I said earlier, a lot of thought went into the wardrobe for every character that's a like humanoid.
Yeah, Cole went to like this green screen room that had everything, and then he would share a screen, and then we would all dress Cole up. We'll start off with drink the potion. I like drinking the potion more than not.
Drink the potion. I can understand trusting that a bit more than him just straight up killing us. But that leaves us with an even bigger question, pal. Which one of us do you want to drink the potion? I mean, I don't know if you could tell, but like, I'd rather not, because, you know, I don't want to steal your thunder, right? This was a masterfully thought out decision, and I wouldn't want to take that from you, okay? I think you deserve the honor of drinking that potion, and I'll be right here with you all the way, preferably from a safe distance, but...
All right, Vanheim's drinking it.
You want me to drink it?
Drink it, Vanheim. Drink it up.
Whatever you say, pal.
No, Vanheim, don't drink it. Trap.
But are you sure? Like, are you really sure?
Excuse me.
Silence!
Sneeze again.
Now
Don't do it
drink the
again.
potion so I may finally
I'll try,
uncover its
Chief.
secrets.
Yeah, right. Okay. If this kills me, pal, I just want you to know that when you blame yourself for my death, and you start to feel down, and you reflect on this moment, I just want you to know that you're right. This is 100% your fault, and you should feel bad.
That line of dialogue right there, where it's like, "It's your fault, and you should feel bad." That's so red versus blue pilled.
Yeah.
I just know it is. Like, I knew when I was writing it, like, this humor right here, this line I'm about to write, is the most red versus blue humor line I've ever fucking written. But like, it's funny. I have to.
Came from the heart.
It came from the
Out
heart.
of the way.
It came from the
There
childhood.
we go. Oh God, what is this feeling? I feel powerful, but I feel tight. My skin, it feels.
I'm the heroic type, so I took the drink. Fair enough.
Okay,
Amazing.
genuine side note here. I wrote this way before we did Skygerfall, and we found out that there was a werebore like ingredient, right? I had found a werebore mod. It did not fucking work in Skyrim together. It did not fucking work.
So thank God we played Skygerfall.
Thank God we played Skygerfall and found out it conveniently also had an ability to turn you into a werebore. Insane convenience, by the way, because I that's such a niche were creature specifically that I wrote it for, that we turned out to find a, you know, a substitute for. But yeah, no, that is really funny to me. But moving forward,
It seems the potion transformed him into a werebore. Fantastic. This is great knowledge to have. I must document this finding. Oh, yeah. Sorry. It seems like your friend is about to maul you to death. Oops. Go ahead, boy. Have a nice snack.
no, Vanheim, you didn't even try.
Why would you do that, Vanheim? What a
Vanheim.
dick.
Right?
Fucking hate that guy.
Okay.
Man, he really wanted you dead.
Dude, he really
Can I get,
wanted
like,
you
a-
dead, dude.
Can I get like a flash of the Vanheim staring at you screen real quick, and then we can go right back to our regularly scheduled program?
All right, it appeared.
Thank you.
Yep, you'll see that. Yep, it's there. Yep.
Oh, thank God!
Because I figured that it was a call out to your Skygerfall
if you
streams.
say
Lol,
so.
funny that it wasn't.
I trust in your judgment, and
Yeah, I
hope you'll
also
be okay.
forgot. Christian wrote it as a werebore.
Decision was made.
But yeah,
Now
he
drink the
did.
potion so I may finally uncover
That's
its secrets.
that was. I want to now find the clip of me hearing you talk about turning into a werebore, because I don't remember how I verbally sounded, but I know when you mentioned that, Jack, the first thing that I thought of was, I wonder if I could use that in the Choose Your Own Adventure, because I wrote a werebore.
The short where Jack there's a short where Jack turns into the werebore. That's where you can find your reaction.
I can get you the clip.
Yeah, I'll look at it after the stream, but yeah, no, that's funny to me.
well, how do you feel? You okay? You don't look so good. Oh my God! Hell, oh shit! So let me out, please, let me out of here, man, please.
Super small note, I'm not even going to add that much to it. I really, really like how this part feels because of me adding manual punching metal sound effects whenever he punches the door. Super small thing. I felt like it did not hit until I added that for me. Because the punching just didn't really have any weight to it.
Amazing! It seems the potion transformed him into
I think
a
that's fair.
werebore.
The punching does add a lot.
Fantastic! This is great knowledge.
Like with the
to have.
noise,
Let's document this finding.
Oh shit! Hey pal, it's me, your old friend Vanheim. Haha. You know, we broke out of prison together, and we did that other stuff that you chose to do in the sequence that you chose to do it in.
How specific, man?
Please don't kill me. Oh, hey.
All right, we're gonna kill him.
That look in your eye, that's the look you
Get
give
him.
when you've made a choice. I sure hope that choice was to not kill me. Damn. Yeah, I got nothing here. I'm fucked.
Good job. You're going to make for the most spectacular lab assistant.
All right, I guess now we won't kill him.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
I fucking hate that guy. He's all like, I'm Vanheim, and then he Vanheims all over the place.
Oh,
I did the
hey.
Vanheiming as well.
That look in
before.
your eye, that's
I was like, I'm
the look
Vanheim,
you
and
give
then
when
I
you've made a
Vanheimed
choice.
everywhere.
I think you started every recording session
hope that
with that exact thing.
choice
I'm
was
Vanheim.
to
Yeah,
not
I'm
kill
Vanheiming
me.
it.
I'm Vanheiming it.
You had to get into character or
let me-
something,
let
I
me
don't
just
know.
get out of
I
the
had
way
to get
for
into
you
character.
there. Yeah.
I also love Christian's pleading voice with a little voice break. I appreciate that. This was my first time, like, fuck the Mad Panther. This is my first time voice acting, not me. So, you know, like, obviously it's not professional quality. God, did I gain respect for professionals because I did, like, 3 hours of recording for, like, several acts at a time. And specifically going from... I would do the dungeon, and then I did the mountain right after. And for the parts where the Pal and Vanheim have to, like, whisper again, after whenever they're at the ice raids, it hurt my voice, like, physically, to whisper again after how loud I had to scream for some of the dungeon takes, followed by the falling takes.
Yeah.
So, like, I had to take, like, a break for, like, 2 days before I wrapped up, like, actually recording everything, and that's pussy shit. I don't understand how I have so much respect for actual professionals who are like in booths for like 6-hour days, and they're just like going at it, and then they come in the next day, and they just needed like that night to like fully recover.
Yeah, and they go at it again. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
No, I gained so much respect for them from just doing this. So yeah.
Oh, thank you, Courtney, for saying we killed it.
Your wits about
Thank you. I really appreciate
Yes,
it.
it does take a long time to make. Hello, Justin.
Hey, wait. Stop that. I command you to stop. Stop it. Ah!
Hey, it's okay. You did a great job there, pal. Just let me carry you on out of here. Go ahead, get some rest.
Congrats on
Well,
TCLing
looky
into his
there.
face.
I did.
I was starting to think you'd
I
never
did do
wake
that.
up. Welcome back to consciousness, pal. You feel good enough to stand? Well, good, because we shouldn't be lingering about too much longer. Every second that we're here is another second that the guards draw closer to us. So we should definitely start continuing the
A
trek
little
ahead
fun
of us.
fact for why
You ready,
the
pal?
necromancer pulls his fists up for like a
Well, we
second
should
and
get
then puts
going
them back down.
but
That's the
first,
only way to exit
thanks
animations
again
without
for
jumping.
saving
Yeah.
us back
Like
there.
for certain ones that loop. So it just has to look awkward, unfortunately.
All right. This then just takes you directly to Act 4. So we're
Okay.
going to now go back,
Yeah, going to a
and
dungeon.
now it's time
We've gotten us
for
this
don't
far.
drink the potion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd rather fight through whatever he has planned for us than willingly
Honestly,
drink
I think this is my
obvious
favorite
poison.
like route.
Well, what a shame.
Like,
What,
like
don't drink the
section.
potion?
Interested in that one too.
Yeah, like I genuinely think this is probably my favorite. in the
I
whole
hate to
thing.
break it to you, but that didn't seem to do
Huh.
anything.
That's cool.
You'll see.
What?
I just think it turned out
Wait.
so well.
Yeah.
Like when you
How?
were trying to like tell us
I-
how this is gonna work, I was like, this is gonna look dumb. And then we did it and it looked fucking awesome. And I was like,
My
okay, never mind, I
head
take
is
it all back. This looks
pounding.
great.
No, you guys,
Where?
to be fair, like recording this part was also like, I mean, recording all of it was difficult, but you guys especially like we're not feeling this recording session, I could tell. So I was like, no, dude, you have to trust, I swear. But yeah, you guys should do some voice safety next time you plan on doing intense voice work for a project. No, fair enough. Ironic that, you know, I was doing this at the time that I started interviewing voice actors, not like on purpose, by the way, but getting accidental advice from like Johnny Sims and stuff is it worked. I don't know. That was very universe telling to me, which was kind of funny. Like, oh, thanks. All right. I literally just had a professional like kind of give me tips, low-key, without me asking, because like I asked, how do you do it? So.
In a way, you did ask for tips. It's just it wasn't like to
We're
get the
me.
tips out of it. It was
Yeah.
to get the
What
genuine
the hell does he
answer.
plan
Yeah.
to do with us like this? Shit. Luckily, I think we woke up quicker than he anticipated, which gives us a chance to do something. Nice catch, pal. His notes are literally right here. Okay, so the next thing he
I do
plans to
think
do
personally, I had
is
one of
make
the
a
easiest
rat
characters to voice
repellent
because like we
before
could just tone them
using
down with
us
the
as
giant.
potion
But even in the
ingredients?
recording, like if you did show the
What are
raw
we supposed to do
recording,
with
well, I
that
even did tone
information?
down
We're
my
just
voice
screwed, aren't
manually
we?
as well.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, because it changes
I
it
know that
entirely with
You have a plan, don't you, pal?
Yeah.
Well,
like
come on.
I did a bit of a higher voice whenever I did the dragon, to get a different flow. Funny enough, like I tried to hit him with like a fancy awe voice. So
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna play dead now.
Play dead. You want to
They'll never
play
see it coming.
dead. What does that solve? Isn't that like doing exactly what he wants? I don't understand. Yes? Yes what? That doesn't resolve any of my worry. In fact, this seems like the single worst plan of action I've ever witnessed. I don't get it.
I guess the rats can wait. We gotta deal with some other pests right now.
Remember you also getting so pissed every time you had a nod?
Dude, because
Because you'd forget.
yeah, because I put the audio together a day before, and so when there was like enough time for a pause, and I know that was for me to do a nod, but I didn't do it for the take because I didn't know I had to. I didn't register it. I would audibly go, "Fuck! I was supposed to nod," and I would get so pissed because I'm like, "God damn! We have to redo it." That was a good take, but I forgot that I put a pause there for me to nod. Fucking, I hate you, past Christian. Yeah. No, that's real.
There was definitely a lot of "I hate you" past self during this project.
Yeah.
Because of what we put ourselves through.
Exactly. Okay, so now replace rat repellent.
Holy shit, that's genius, pal! But what exactly do you have in mind? So we're just winging it then? Alright, it's not like we got much else choice. Let's replace the rat repellent and then pretend to still be asleep and hope this somehow saves us. Come on, help me lug this thing into the bottle. Now quick, pal. Act asleep.
Good. They're still unconscious. Gives me ample time to finally
I'll look it up later, Mr. Dragon. That's fair enough. I'll look at the interview.
deal with these pests.
I've seen clips of that
Alright.
interview,
Let me just use my
actually,
detect
thinking
life
about it.
spell, and there's one. Now come here, you little. Gotcha. Wait, what? Did I make it wrong?
Ample time to do what now?
You should be. Oh,
What?
divine.
Huh?
The way you cut that off. I don't know.
Oh,
Ample time to do
my
What?
bad.
What was
my
that?
bad. My bad.
Okay, now's the time.
Hey, stay
That was
back.
you paying attention.
You don't know who you're.
Side note, hold on. I need to point this out. This place fucking sucked because there were these two fuck-ass corpses. And every single time that we had to do a new take of this, I had to relaunch my game. And there would be a orc body here and the original necromancer that fucking lives here, like over there. But they wouldn't just be corpses, which is something you could excuse. No, they were corpses that were standing in the idle animation. And so we would have super good fucking takes, but I didn't notice in the corner of my eye that these standing default posed bodies are right there. So like there was a genuine take where when I turned to look at the necromancer whenever Vanheim goes, worst news, our captor is standing right there. And I turned to the right, and I, like, hit my desk and go, fuck! And then I, like, what are you angry about? No, there's this fucking body! And then I have to, like, TCL through the fucking cage and disable it. But no.
It sucked, man.
Yeah. Another thing I've learned, I really need to do in the future, like, I need to record both a version where it's just the in-game audio and a version with our audio, because there were so many bloopers that were so fucking funny, but like we just didn't record our voices for it, so yeah.
Yeah, there were so many times we were literally just goofing off, and it was so funny. There's so many inside jokes we have now from us just being stupid because we're, like, tired.
Yeah, it's where Jack discovered the fucking, like, hand pose where he's like, you know, I'm Jesus. Yeah, where my hug at fucking pose. Because he would do that at the giant camp, and he would just, like, slowly slide onto my screen. And, like, I'm trying to do a listen through of the audio, and then I just see Vanheim in, like, this where my hug at pose, like, slowly slide onto my screen, and I'm, like, bursting of laughter because it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Next time we're 100% recording bloopers, though. Like,
yes.
we were
know
halfway
who you're
into this
messing with.
when we were like, I think it was at
Embrace the
the
full fury of my
Bandit
magical
camp, like specifically, like, fuck, man, I wish we recorded bloopers.
We gotta get outside.
It'd be so
Yeah.
fucking
Hurry,
funny.
before the
But at
rat
that time,
runs
we were
off
halfway
next.
through production, just like, and what's the
Oh man, when you're tiny, running somewhere takes so much longer. Whew. All right. Now what?
Fun fact at this point, the mod stopped working for me, so I couldn't shrink or enlarge myself, but we'd been doing this for so long, I said, fuck this shit. And then I TCL'd into the ground, so from Jack's perspective, it was just like half of my head poking out of the ground for my camera.
Yeah.
Instead of
It was like that on
actually
the
shrinking.
table too, for a bit.
It wasn't whenever I ran.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
For me, you were a giant person standing inside of standing on the table.
Yeah, because I rejoined. Yeah, but for me, I looked.
Unsynced. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Escaped, but we're still tiny. Are we stuck like this? Is this just life now?
Meanwhile, I'm during
I
this
don't
scene.
know.
I'm just in some fuck off.
Maybe it
bush.
won't be so bad.
Just
I mean, we could probably
really
live off
out
of
of
like
you.
a whole cheese wheel and a bread roll. Could be a blessing in disguise. Pal? Your ears look a little big. Oh, man! Well, there's the answer to that
Fun fact: that sound effect is cabbage. Anyway.
question. Let's just...
That's a very fun fact. Thank you, Christian.
Let's just get going. I hated that, and I'd like to never have to reflect on this moment again. Ever. I'm glad you agree. Let's just get going. Please.
And that. All right, now we got to go to the mountain. And you guys were concerned this stream would only last an hour.
I just, man, I like the plan.
Yeah.
For the, for the worst. We gotta have a contingency plan, man.
Good.
All right, and then we
The
run.
plan yet? What are you doing?
What we would have done.
And then we begin. And then we sneak past the bandits. And then we talk to them. And then we punch them. And then we're here. And then I'm gonna pee, so there's Vanheim, entertain the masses.
No!
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi, Cole. How's
Hello,
it going?
Jack. It was going pretty good, and then some fucking guy decided he had to go piss.
Yeah. He's such an asshole.
We should unionize.
We should kiss.
That counts as unification, I think.
Yeah.
You guys should play Uno. If we have time, we might play Uno or something. Very polite of the clothing, then Sky of the shrinking growth to wear. Very true.
Oh shit. I don't think Christian understands. I have to be clothed for this.
Romance Vanheim option law. Maybe someday. We have talked about if we do another one of these, if it ever goes into Solstheim, because canonically that's where Pal and Vanheim end up. We'll probably do a route with Vanheim. Who knows? Where that route will go. You know what? Fair enough. You're right, Citrox. You do kind of go on a romantic dragon trip with Vanheim.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, Christian.
Welcome back.
I'm so sorry.
Christian.
Yeah.
You're not. Honestly, I wanna like stab you.
You'll stab me? Okay. Romance
decided
Vanheim
unionize.
option. Sorry, I didn't put
We're
the
unionizing.
Vanheim romance. My bad.
Honestly, disappointing.
Dude,
Shame.
I wrote this trying to keep the relationship as platonic as possible, dude.
Yeah, no, that's real as fuck.
You know,
Yeah,
if we were doing
going
this
over
without
a
it being
mountain is
platonic, they'd be
probably
kissing
safer
in the
than
middle
going
of
through
it.
an
I mean, come on.
undead-filled dungeon.
Yeah,
so
my bad.
I'll give you a smooch.
let's go this
pal.
way. We have to get out of
Give me a
sight
smooch,
before
pal.
we can start
Trust
climbing.
me. We gotta convince them.
Huh.
We're a romantic
That
couple.
sure
That's
is a
how we
tall
see past
mountain.
this bit.
Oh, hey, look. There's a cool mask on the
Sorry,
ground.
pal.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm
Couples
sure that
only
it
are
will
allowed into
possibly
this
be important
dungeon.
later. Anyway, so you're gonna have to trust me on this.
What's
I've
with the XP
actually
stuff?
heard of an
That's a
ancient
great
mountain
question.
climbing technique
No
that
idea.
people
YouTube
used
just
to do
decided to
long
do it.
ago. So let me give it a whirl. I think it'll work.
Why don't you tell me? Because I don't know.
Huh. It must take some time to kick in. I swear, I saw someone doing this one time, and he just elevated right up the mountain like it was no big deal. No,
The end
come on,
felt
pal,
like we
just a
were
few more minutes.
getting married on Solstheim and starting a family. I tried so hard to write it not to feel like that. All right. So we're gonna
that way.
we're gonna let this guy cook. You know, honestly, if your pal, if in your head canon they get married, I don't give a shit. Okay.
Thank you. I promise
It is
you won't be
meant to be
disappointed. I
as
just gotta keep
self-insert-able as
shimmying
possible.
till I find a good spot.
All ships are
It's
canon
gotta
in
be
this
here somewhere.
universe.
Be
Trust me,
careful there.
pal. I know this will work.
I'm sorry. The bridge
be
troll
very careful there.
pal is not canon. As much as people want it to be, it is just not.
You won't regret it. This is it.
So,
I think
of
I'm
course,
going
this
up?
is a
No,
reference
that's
to
the
chest
same
herring
one.
it, as we like to call it, where you just
Come on,
fucking
a
hop
little
up a
more.
mountain.
It can't
No
be too
fucks
far
given.
now. I got this. I'm like right there. I'm on the tip of it. I feel it. I'm gonna go
But
up.
you gotta let him cook a little bit.
Oh! I got higher. I think I got higher. Did I get higher? I definitely got higher. I gotta be getting close now. This is it, pal. We're
Also,
doing
fun fact,
serious
Jack
progress
is
being
notoriously
made,
bad at
right?
chest herring,
That's-
so he didn't
that's
even
not
have
the
to
same
hold
wrong as
back to get
before,
this
right?
footage
No,
good.
There's no way. I swear, I'm not crazy. This is it. I'm
Don't call me out like
so
that,
fast.
dick.
You're
I gotta
not
call you
gonna
out like
believe
that.
it. You're gonna be like,
But it
Vanheim,
was
you're
funny,
so
but because he
fucking
was actually trying, there was like 2 takes where he did successfully accidentally chest
That's true.
hair. There were
That
2
is
takes.
true.
We're like, fuck, sorry,
That
man,
is
you gotta
true.
go back.
Jack, you're a little high up. Can you come back down? Oh, fine.
But it is actually why in this next take you'll notice that Vanheim starts halfway up it because that was like where it had to start for it to line up because Jack was trying to chest hair. That's just where he ended up at the time.
You know, I'm gonna be honest here, pal. I'm starting to feel like a bit of a fool, like I was lied to by the mountain climber.
Eventually, he will
I'm
succeed, though.
I'm starting to feel a little bad
Jack is
for
a
wasting our time
creature
here
of
and-
determination.
Hell yeah! I figured it out. See, it worked. A little faith takes you a long way, pal. I never wavered in my belief. God. Anyway, come on, let's go up, pal. Whew, that was a long climb. That took the wind out of me. You know, the climber called this taking a route with some chest hair, and I can see why. But I'm glad that we stuck this out. Clearly, this was the most logical decision out of all the possible choices that we could have made there. Oh, yeah. Climbing down. Well, I guess I didn't think that far ahead in the plan. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I did my part of the job. I got us up here. So, do you got any ideas on how to get down, pal? Because personally,
All right, so we know what we're
I'm
starting off
clueless.
with, right? It's called jumping the fuck off.
Yes.
Damn.
hey, I'm sorry, pal. Could you actually
Absolutely.
repeat what you just said? Because I think I have something stuck in
Yeah.
my ears. Because I don't think I heard you right. Because there's absolutely no way that you just said jump straight off the fucking mountain. Oh shit, we're really doing this. Okay, I guess I'll blindly follow your lead. Let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so what now, pal? I assume you thought about the next step already, right? Pal? Pal, you
That's
do
the
have a
direction to
plan for
take your
not dying,
shipping,
right?
All right.
Hello? We're currently
All
following
right, so
through
we'll
on
do
death.
no plan here.
What? Are you telling me you just...
So obviously, by the way, since we're here to give commentary about it, yes, I went to the skybox, I fell, and then we green screened Vanheim.
Yeah, we.
Is that why the blinking exists?
Yeah. Sarah added the blinking because apparently the loop isn't perfect.
Oh, it's funny.
So that was the only thing Sarah could come up with. So they did the blinking.
jumped off a mountain and hoped it would work out?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Netch
That's
Jelly
the most
route
moronic
is the
thing
route that inspired this.
think
Because
I've
I
ever
had this
seen
visual in my head
in
that
my
I thought would be
soon-to-be
really
over
funny.
life.
And I think it turned out really well.
I can't help but feel so disappointed.
What is the Netch jelly?
I'm
Oh,
not even scared
it's a thing in
anymore.
Solstein, but you'll see what it does.
Just amazed at the thought. Welp, I hope not to see you in Sovereign Guard, pal.
So, actually,
Well,
waking
shit.
up in Sovereign Guard was my addition because I thought that was funny.
Yes, that is true.
But what I think is even funnier is what this infers about the lore, because only like the strongest of warriors and like canonically like Norse, you know, it's basically fucking what's the word? Valhalla. That's basically what Sovereign Guard is. So why the fuck do Vanheim and Pal end up there? Like alongside like the Dragonborn? I don't know, but I think that's really funny if you think about it critically.
They had the bravery to jump off a mountain.
They did. That's it, I guess.
That was some tight shit they did there.
Yeah, I can get this to work.
No,
Thank you.
All right, we're going. Nope. No, I don't
Need a
want. I don't
UGC
want to
video for
fucking
your
watch a
business? Fine.
piano cover.
Thank you. I promise you won't.
Should get us out of here.
No.
You have an
We
idea.
want to jump off, and then we're gonna netch jelly.
You want me to eat this so we don't die? This damn jam is gonna save us. Well, what the hell else am I gonna do? Fine, I'll eat it. You first, though.
Fanfic says
Vines, I
minor
think I'm
note: the
gonna
blinking is a
hurl.
potential seizure
That was
hazard.
disgusting.
If you could put a warning, that'd be
Never eating that again.
Fair
Oh my
enough.
God, that works somehow.
I can
Well, as neat of a trick as that is, pal, I'm gonna go
try to put a
vomit
warning
in those bushes
somewhere in the
All right, now let's move
somewhere.
out.
I'll
I think we need
figure
to
it out.
go that way. No, wait.
Yeah, so the Netch jelly thing, and it's had this
definitely this
really
way.
funny envision in my
All right.
mind where because
on,
it
pal.
paralyzes you,
Let's
and
go.
if you're paralyzed, you can't take fall damage.
And that's
I just
the
thought it'd be
story
really
about
funny
how
to see like a bounce from like
Mhm.
Vanheim. That's how you get down.
Oh, I got
Okay,
higher. I think I got
so
higher.
next up
Alright, Ryan, what up,
is
You know, I'm gonna be honest here. Come on.
carefully climb down. In the description of this. Okay, I can do that. I can make it the pin message even. So now we're gonna carefully climb down.
Oh, that's reassuring. I'm sorry. I really
I
thought you
love
were gonna have us
climbing.
jump off the cliff for a moment with how you were looking at it, but you're absolutely right. Carefully climbing down does sound like the only reasonable way to get down from here. Welp, one rock at a time, pal. Let's go. Gods above, who would have guessed mountain climbing is so exhausting? Wait a second. Hang on, pal. Look over there. Damn it, ice wraiths. We gotta be careful. I heard that they hunt warm creatures out of spite because they have an innate hatred of warmth. Doesn't make sense evolution-wise to me, but screw it, that's just how it is. And of course, they have to be blocking the best route down. What do you think we should do, pal? You've been pretty level-headed so far. I can trust
well,
your
for
judgment
this,
on this.
canonically, neither
come
of
on,
these guys are the
what's the plan?
Dragonborn, so you can't use. They can't use.
Exactly. There's just regular.
'Cause they
ass
also aren't a
guys.
graybeard.
We'll go ahead and do eat snow. Actually, no, because both of the routes and jump around lead to you dying, so we're gonna do that.
Pal,
Yeah.
now's not a good time for aerobics.
Also,
what are you,
here's
are
the
you
other
trying to
Vanheim
get their
just
attention?
making up bullshit about creatures. Because I thought
Why?
it was funny.
What good could
Yeah.
possibly come out of that? They are mindless, literal heat-seeking predators. Currently, you
There
just
was a
look like
cut
a
one
fantastic
as well. There was
tooth-sharpening
another
piece
one
of
that got
flesh for
cut
them.
because of
So you
this
better have a
section
good
being
plan,
insanely
because as
long.
far as I can see right now, you're looking like a good
Which, like,
distraction for
understandable,
me while I make
totally.
a quick escape.
All right. So now we're gonna befriend the ice raids. That's what we're gonna do.
You are insane. But I can't deny that I'm morbidly curious about this exchange, so go ahead.
No,
Cook, is it a graybeard or a dragonborn? I guess that's fair.
But-
but like these are meant to be like normal dudes.
all for you can learn like a word if you like fucking I don't know if you're either a prodigy or b just you spend a long time doing it. Also keep in mind that Ulfric he's gonna have the inspiration to do that because of his Nordic heritage. Vanheim, a thief, isn't gonna really give a shit about like learning words of power. He's not gonna have like the dedication to do something like that. So
What in oblivion? You're doing it. After years of painful misunderstanding, someone has taken the courage to try and understand these beautiful enigmatic
sure Ulfric
creatures.
trained to be a graybeard and
can't
dropped
believe-
out. If that's
Oh,
canon, that's really funny.
They're just eyeing their food. All right. I'm out of here. Goodbye, pal.
What do they do? They just cut off your gray beard or some shit?
Cut off your. He's not allowed to have a gray beard.
He can't get old. That's illegal now.
Sorry, pal, you're suspended from school. Cuts off your beard. No! My intuition!
Escape.
All right. I don't have. I just don't have too much to add here, because this was a pretty clean part. Like the ice raids didn't really cause anything, like issue wise. So like so far, I haven't really had any specific commentary to give personally.
Yeah, we had really good luck with the ice ray thing. The only thing that like sucked was getting it to like for both of us to transform without crashing.
Yeah,
That was literally the only
It was
thing.
also Sarah couldn't equip a weapon or whatever, so they couldn't get.
Oh yeah, Sarah
into-
couldn't attack, so every raid that attacks is me.
Yeah, because so that they were stuck like not being able to focus, and so they had to like constantly like circle around.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we're gonna run away now.
That's your
The
plan.
secret Joestar
To warm
technique.
up and then run for it.
Peek.
Oh shit! Hey, wait, pal! You're leaving me behind. Wait, no, wait, pal! No, wait!
Run away.
Yeah, I'm a vengeful spirit now, and you being alive is keeping me from the afterlife. So I'm gonna kill you, and I don't particularly feel bad as you did leave me behind. So I'm just gonna do it now. Bye bye.
Thank you, Vanheim. You know, I mean, all that was pretty fine too. We had some issues with like getting Jack to look ethereal. Like we like did literally everything that you could to prolong it as long as possible. But
Man, and we get past
like that was about the only thing that like took time with that take.
How did he punch you?
Yeah, how did he punch you? All right. So, now it's time to eat snow.
I'm no germaphobe, pal, but that is extremely fucking gross. You don't know what has made contact with that snow. Also, how does that even? Oh,
Did you know? Yeah, they're like they
I
hunt heat
get
and
it.
stuff or whatever.
That's pretty clever, pal. Making yourself colder to sneak by. I guess let's chow down. Gonna be so real with you here, pal.
Hold on, wait, I need
chow
to look at
down.
that again. That's so funny to me. I didn't notice. Okay.
Gonna be so-
Notice that like we're just clearly not standing in the same place we were at that jump cut, but that's fine. It's just really funny to me.
Real with you?
Like-
here,
like-
yeah, no,
pal?
I
do- yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That did not taste great, but it was your plan, so go ahead. Well, what are you waiting for? Go sneak past the ice raids. Huh. I guess that random drunk was right. They just hate warmth. Okay, I'm gonna start sneaking.
Did you use the shadow potion from Iverstead to make Jack go sleep? No, we literally used the become
Hey,
ethereal
little
shout.
guy.
After we
I
tried a mob
swear.
that didn't work.
Brr, I hate the
Yeah.
sun. That's a warm object. Ah, little shit. Damn it, we gotta get out of here. Oh, Divines, pal, they're gaining on us. What do we do? I ate snow, I swear. I just had a tiny little warm sweet roll to get the taste out of my mouth after. No picky, no picky.
All right. So next up, you wouldn't guess. We're gonna climb a tree.
Yeah, that sounds like a good...
This
I remember fucking, oh, Divine's pal, they're gaining on us while I'm just sitting there walking at the slow speed known to man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also just going off into the distance, just like not listening to you.
Dude, like so like modified the climb tree bit a little bit, and the whole time I was just thinking, like, this just feels like a cocaine bear joke. Like, bears can't climb trees, can they? Of course they can. And, you know, fucking, and then they get their shit eaten.
Plan?
But
There's absolutely no way that they could climb a tree, right? Come on, let's get up this tree before they catch up to us. Gods above. Good idea there, pal. Let's just give it a few more minutes for them to lose us, and we'll be right on out of here.
Is.
I'm sorry for messing up your original plan, by the way.
I don't even
pal.
remember
That's
why I wrote it this
entirely
way.
on
It's just
me.
how it ended up being.
I think I'll start taking responsibility for my mistakes from now on. Yeah, that's the lesson I've learned here today. Things are looking good for us, pal. With just a little more time, I think we can. And there's one right there. Huh. I guess we should have taken into account for the fact that they are literally floating creatures. Damn it.
and then you die. All right, now we're gonna do this really cool technique called freeze.
That makes no sense. If we physically freeze, our body temperatures aren't going to change.
This is
We're
really
still
putting into
warm
perspective how
creatures.
easy this
I
part
guess
was.
We're doing it anyway. I can tell from that damned look in your eye.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of
Okay.
trouble with the ice freeze,
3,
which was a nice change of pace.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
Like, I just don't have much to add. Like, this just worked out. Like, what you see is pretty much what happened. Like, you know, there's no like behind the scenes bullshittery. It just worked.
Let's go, I guess. Oh, by the 9. I think I caught a damn cold. How ironic. Whatever. We gotta go that way to get to the boat, so... Come on, pal.
And that... We're not in Act 4 yet! We're not there!
I'm no germaphobe.
Because now we gotta do what is my favorite part of the mountain. Ironically enough, it's not taking the mountain. it's taking the normal path.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know. Roading, I noticed the Labyrinthian was literally on the other side of this mountain where the route was. So I was like, oh, that'd be a cool place to go. So that's where the inspiration for this, and then I started going ham.
Oh
like,
man.
Ideas.
Okay, fine. We'll take your
I just
dumb
noticed
path,
something.
I guess.
I'm gonna make everyone else
Lead the
notice
way.
it too.
I swear. it
Christian
would've
can't
worked.
blink.
Oh, look, pal.
Yeah,
A scary
someone mentioned
looking
that earlier.
Nordic structure.
Oh.
Good find.
I just don't
Imagine
blink.
them
It's
being
okay.
able to blink.
Even cooler.
Hey! You! Stop right there! We know why you're here, so don't act stupid.
But sorry for cutting off
Wait,
Christian.
you
What
know
was
that
the
we're
thing you wanted
criminals
to point
evading the
out?
law?
No, I don't think I had anything. It's lost to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What? No.
So I guess okay. I'll let the second person speak before I say anything.
Stupid alibi. Clearly, you also seek the power of the masks.
It's not an alibi. What the hell are you even talking about?
You cannot fool us, for we know you have a mask in your possession.
So, clap for Juve and Edge Omega. They both put a lot of energy in their lines as well. I was a bit shooken by how like on board everyone was with their lines and how much like oomph, you know, they put into it. And Juve was I'm really sorry, like I don't have a studio grade mic or anything, so like you're gonna hear a little bit of the echo. I like, you know, he was like really apologetic about that. I'm like, no, it's fine, man. It's fine. This is a goofy ass Skyrim choose your own adventure thing. It doesn't have to be like perfect the whole way through, like, you know, audio wise. It's fine.
He killed it with the energy too.
Yeah, no. I think most people didn't even notice the fact that like there's like a slight, like, you could hear the room a little bit because like of just how well the lines were delivered. And Edge Omega also, like, I liked the dynamic they had going, because it wasn't written this way. I just like had the lines there, but the way that they both delivered their individual lines, really gave off this like feel of like cultist number 1, Juve, is really the person that like kind of runs the two of them, but like doesn't really is a bit of a coward when push comes to shove. That's how Juve specifically said that he was kind of going for it. But then Edge's cultist number 2 is like like they're the one that's like pushing like for the violence. Like, yo, like let's get this shit. Like they're trying to like get action more than words, which is a nice dynamic between the two that I actually like. Also, side note, those masks are the ones that they're wearing because we had no idea what masks for them to wear, and I got both of those during a door randomizer stream.
Yeah. We were trying to think of masks to put on them because we didn't want to put actual Dragon Priest masks on them. So this is about the next best thing we could get.
Yeah, and I was like, I swear, I actually got these really cool like anniversary masks I don't remember the name of from like this door randomizer stream that we did like not too long ago at the time. Like, let's try those. So, yeah. I believe it was the one we did with Court. But I could be wrong.
I think it was.
Yeah. All right, moving forward.
I mean, I guess, but it's just a dumb wooden trinket. I literally picked it up off the ground not too far from here. Isn't that right, pal?
No, you can't fool us with your trickery, maskless ones.
Look, guys, we're just trying to pass by. I can give you the stupid mask if you just... Whoa, buddy, watch where you swing that thing!
The ultimate power of the masks is ours! Relinquish it now!
The masks guide my strikes. You will fall by their will. So quit dodging my attacks!
Look, you guys clearly lack any actual combat prowess. Just let us pass and you can continue on whatever stupid quest you're on.
Never! We can't let you leave with that mask and the knowledge of their power!
What power? Currently you're just swinging and missing profusely.
I will show you.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do drop the mask to get that out of the way, because that's kind of a speed run.
Okay, fine. Here, take the mask.
Oh. Well, that was easier than expected. You understand how much these are worth alone.
I truly do not, nor do I care.
blood.
We literally just want to pass. Please.
I
Man,
think
is
the
that
maskless
perfect?
one speaks the truth. I truly believe they have no idea the power they held.
How bizarre. Okay. Go along, maskless sinners. We shall let you free for the gift you have given us today.
Man, that has got to be a sex thing, right? I can't be the only one who thinks that. Like, I'm the mask and the power. Like, I'm like really certain about that. Anyway, let's get going, pal. We gotta head that way to get to the boat.
That has got to be a sex thing. Is my inclusion. For better or worse, if you liked or disliked that ongoing joke, that's on me.
Yeah, that's 100% him. I agree.
Present at the end of every ending of this route. So, just because I really think it's funny if it's very apparent that that was on his mind, no matter the timeline. Like, that was what he was thinking. Like, that is so funny to me.
All right, pal. Hey, stop right there. If you take another step closer, I will break this thing in half.
You're bluffing.
But are you willing to risk that? Because I could easily snap this wooden thing and you'll never gain the power or whatever.
Oh, okay, calm down. We can talk this out. There's no need to do anything rash.
That's more like it. See, my pal and I are gonna walk through here unharmed now, or the mask gets it.
We can't let them leave.
If we don't, one of the almighty masks is destroyed. We have to.
See, your friend seems to understand the situation.
May I ask, maskless one? We let you pass, but in return, could we have the mask?
Well, pal, I'll let you make the call.
All right, so we know how we're gonna have to start this. Don't give the mask. My favorite ending in this entire fucking thing, besides the true endings, this is my favorite failed ending. So,
yeah, I'm feeling pretty spiteful too, pal. I mean, they did try
That's
to kill
fair.
us,
This
even
one's
if they
pretty
were
good.
pretty bad at it.
Well, then we seem to be at an impasse.
No mask, no pass.
Oh, well, that's an easy choice. No mask it is.
No!
Where are we?
Oh, please, spare us.
We didn't break it.
I also
We
think
would
the
never.
best inclusion to this ending is Jack's edition.
Oh, dude,
it's not
yeah.
at all what I
Slight
envisioned
suspicion these
at
guys were
first,
completely crazy.
but Jack's
We gotta
inclusion
get
to
out of
this
here
made it so
now.
much fucking cooler and funnier. Mainly funnier.
Also, clap. Thank you, K-Man, for coming in to do the Dragon Priest.
You foolish mortals dare insult us by breaking one of our mighty masks.
Did he?
Oh
yeah.
I didn't know
he did.
anything. I swear. I'll be honest, okay? I thought it was some weird sex thing, okay?
You are not worthy of mercy. This ruin shall be your tomb for all eternity.
Well, looks like we're now.
I genuinely forgot who
eternal
did
undead servants.
the voices, but yeah, no, this ending's
Upside,
hilarious, and I love
The
it.
guards will never recognize us.
This is the smoothest fucking cut ever, by the way, because that's a different take. Jack had to switch. So
Yeah, because we did the original idea first, and Jack was like, you know what would be really funny?
Is if you just turn to the right and I'm a skeleton, like, oh man, this kind of blows. I'm Vanheim. I'm skeleton Vanheim.
That was so fucking hilarious, dude. I loved it so much.
It's so fucking funny. Jack cooked with that.
Yeah, what Jack said is like he imagined like Pal turning their head, and then immediately Vanheim's a skeleton, and they're just like banana now.
Oh god, that night I was also because we were fucking with the chest full of things, and I was like,
looks like we're now.
You know what?
Eternal undead.
Because like before that
Upside?
I was just dicking around with the
guards will
skeleton
never-
because I thought it was funny. And also I also was dicking around with the cow for some reason. I don't remember why, but I was.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that sounds about right.
dude, that is my favorite ending. All right, so now we give the mask.
Yeah, I don't see the harm in it. It's just a dumb wooden mask.
Excellent, excellent. The exit is on the other side of the ruins. Follow us.
All right, a deal's a deal. Here's the stupid mask.
Yes. Yes. Once.
Really
Those
small
are the-
thing. I remember it was kind of a fucking pain in the ass.
Here's
With the
stupid.
that timing right there of giving and taking the imaginary mask here.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't remember who's playing that cultist. I'm gonna keep it a stack, but I know that whoever that is, they had like a slight
was
delay.
me,
And so they
I
had to
believe.
like input it. So like okay, then Sarah counted to 3, and at 1 you inputted your command, and on 3 Jack inputted his, which it turned out fine, but it was just like a timing thing that was annoying. But we got it to work in the end.
Stupid mask.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because
One step
I
closer
think that's
to
the
the
reason
power of
why.
the
'Cause I think
masks.
because of
Thank
my
you.
like
But if we
you
ever
guys
see
is
you
having
here
like
again,
weird
searching
lag
for the
issues
power,
listening to the audio through my
we
recording.
shall
Sarah had to do the playing the audio, so
Yeah,
that's why
sure,
I'm the
whatever.
one doing the
If all goes
action,
according to plan,
because it
we should
gave
hopefully
more
never even
time
be
to
in
actually
Skyrim
make
again,
it look good.
bye-bye now.
Yeah.
If I was the one doing.
You think that was a sex thing? You know, power of the mask and all that? I bet it was a sex thing. Anyway, let's get out of here. Onwards to the...
You good? Sorry, apparently stream ended suddenly for temp, so I was just like,
It still looks
Yeah.
fine for me.
boat, I say.
all right.
Yeah, it's good for me too.
All right,
And that's...
and now,
Weird.
we are good for Act 4. We gotta put up a poll.
I don't. I think we should do. Personally, I think we should just do the bridge first and come back to the river lizard.
That's fair.
I personally feel the same way. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, fuck your ass opinion.
Because
Let's
it's
go.
meant to be more of like a
Yeah, bud.
climax thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
never
River
mind.
Lizard's supposed to. River
It's a
Lizard's
story
supposed to
about how I
be
met my mother.
the.
Oh, hey, look over
Like,
there, pal.
This
A
is my
bridge.
second time playing through.
Finally, this is an easy situation. We can just go directly over this
Yeah.
bridge through the small town.
Yeah, never mind.
and make our
Never mind. I actually don't care about
way
your
towards the
opinions
boat.
anymore. It's over.
Honestly,
This-
there's no
just
reason
stop.
not to go this
Christian
way.
from
My
Dunder
friends have
actually.
convinced me.
Yeah,
And it's a simple and direct route to our way
it's
out of here.
official. Clip
Wait,
this. Dunderheads
We're
hate their
finally
fans'
turning around,
opinions.
pal, and
We're supposed to care about their
why do you
opinions?
look
Yeah,
like you're about
yep.
to make a decision.
All right,
I
There's a
wasn't
lizard in the
informed.
river.
all right. So we're gonna take the bridge.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad that you came to your senses there, pal. I was a little worried that you were going to make a dumb choice.
a
just for
Christian
the sake of
original.
it, but, anyway, let's go over the bridge.
Yeah, because didn't Jack come up with the river lizard or something? I don't remember.
So Jack gave me. He wanted there to be. He thought it'd be funny if even if you didn't go to the bridge, you were given questions anyway, like you couldn't avoid having to answer questions. And what I did with that was create the river lizard. Like I took that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, let's do a river lizard, and I wanted it to originally be, if you got like a question wrong, there was an army of lizards that would like appear and then just blow you up or something.
Yeah, but I turned it
also,
into something more mystical.
The river lizard was also supposed to be naked and a hobo. Like more of a hobo than the bridge troll, because he didn't have a bridge. He had a river.
Yeah. That
I remember you talking about like I have no clue what to fucking do for this guy, and then we just started spitballing ideas, and you forgot like how it is now.
Yeah. What I ended up turning it into, because I think this is more, I think it's funny and ironic, is that if you take the bridge, you don't actually get questions. You get like a shitter who is trying, but they're bad at it and they're just kind of a shit ass. But if you take the river, you actually get questions. So
yeah,
that to me was funny in like an ironic role reversal way. Because there is a bridge troll, but you really like you don't get any real questions. So
also the river lizard is like he has the powers of a god.
I don't want to specify too much canonically about the river lizard because I actually have like I have thoughts about him. If I ever got a chance to revisit him in the future, and add to the lore with him. So I'll keep it like shut on exactly how I envision his like powers and stuff to work. But just know that there is lore. The design I have. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the design because there's something that no one's. Because of how their heads tilted, we'll get there. We love the river lizard so much, we're not even talking about the bridge. Like hold on.
Whoa. We're in the bridge, gentlemen.
Yeah,
we gotta focus on the bridge. We're in troll land. Yes. We're in troll land. No rit lizard. Only trolls.
Clapping hands, Willow. Thank you. I love, by the way, that Willow turned the bridge troll into kind of a game show host, which I think is really fitting.
Yeah.
Like they were like, you must answer my questions thrice. So now over here, it was a very fitting tone voice.
For I must now say the first riddle, or else you'll be killed.
Didn't even rhyme, but okay.
Now, as for my first
Hey, listen, troll man thing. We're kind of on a time crunch here, so could you just please like let us through?
If you'll excuse us for a moment. Listen, man, you're ruining my shtick here. You have no idea how hard it is to come up with fucking 3 riddles that happen to relate to every traveler that passes by. And all of this is kind of pissing me off, dude.
Okay. Sheesh. I'm sorry. We'll listen to your lame-ass riddles. Fire away.
Good. Thank you. Now stand back next to your friend. Anyways, it's time for the first of your 3. Ah, shit. Moments passed. Anyways, your first riddle.
Just like massive amounts of
pile of shit
like,
ruins other people's fun.
Yeah.
Answer in the next few seconds, or I don't know. I'll kill you with this cool sword I found under the bridge. Yeah, that sounds good. So, come on, pal.
I don't
TikTok.
think Dora could copyright infringe upon the idea of a bridge troll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, Mr. Dragon. I think we're safe.
No, I think it's really funny, which was kind of what I was going for, is that in a world where there's like a necromancer that kidnaps you guys, bandits that like, you know, threaten to eat you, giants that stomp on you, fucking cultist, like so much, right? No, Vanheim's #1 enemy is this fucking bridge troll.
Yeah. I mean, it's voiced like the troll from Dora.
Well, ain't that a shame?
I don't know how
Guess
they were
you'll
voiced,
be
but
just
even then, I
another
don't think that's
soul for the
copyrightable.
bridge.
Wait, hold on. Let me
Unless
get
we
this
literally
straight.
stole their voice lines, which we wouldn't do.
sacrifice people to the bridge?
Yeah, I sacrificed people to
I
the
didn't
bridge.
think that was like the.
That's my lore,
the
my canon.
Inspiration.
Reason for being
Inspiration
here
was from.
It
is
wasn't.
to
Monty
sacrifice people to
Python.
this damn bridge.
Yeah.
It's a hungry bridge.
That's yeah. I remember you and I,
That's
Jack, talking about it, and that's
dumb.
the like movie
Anyways,
scene
time to
we were
die.
thinking of when we wanted to do like questions on a bridge.
Yeah.
Because I remember you were like, "What are you talking
Oh,
about?" I was like, "Dude, it's so funny," and I showed you the clip, and the guy's like,
That
"What
answer
is the air speed velocity of a wooden swallow?" You're like, "I don't know that." They get launched.
Yeah.
All right.
That answer
We're answering
is
Vanheim
right.
now that we got ending
Vanheim
16.
is a stinky pile of shit who ruins people's fun.
Oh, come on. Stop taking the piss out of me and move on.
Time for riddle number 2. This one will surely see you through.
Hopefully it's a real riddle this time.
God damn it, shut the fuck up. Gods, you are unbearable. Let me finish my goddamned riddles before you chime in.
It's not my fault that your riddles suck.
You know what else sucks? Doing this day in and day out only for people like you to ruin it. I'm doing my best here and you're making it impossible.
Well, maybe if it was more interesting, you wouldn't have to deal with people like me. You know, maybe people just want to get to their locations without dealing with some troll who lives under a bridge. Talk about perpetuating stereotypes, by the way, and smells like actual skeever dung blocking their path.
So you know how you talk about this is such like a niche comparison, Cole, whenever you had to get angry for voicing in the Mad Panther to do your speech about getting mad at John.
Yeah.
That what like the very last line there where it's like Vanheim talking about let me actually go back for a second.
Locations without didn't have to deal
here and you're making it impossible.
Well, maybe if it was
Oh yeah, well maybe if it, you know, if people just want to get to the location from point A to point B without having to deal with a bridge troll, whatever. That was me, but the difference is like the point is that I'm just supposed to be like annoyed, angry, but like I started like I would start to get like I had a few takes that were like pissed, but it just didn't fit. Like he wouldn't be like screaming or yelling, so I had to like tone it down. But there are some takes that exist out there of me fucking raging because like I was getting like I was trying to get like actually pissed off at the audacity of this fucking bridge troll.
Stereotypes, by the way, and smells like actual skeever dung blocking their path.
You've got the wit of a skeever.
Oh, I love their bantering at the end.
Resorting to playground insults, huh?
Yeah, the big
okay, oh, shut
making
up, dude. I don't
everybody's
even want to
life
hear it from
difficult
you.
just because
Maybe
you
take a
think you're
shower and then we can
important
talk.
by the
Yeah,
nine where
okay,
you
yeah,
dropped
sure,
on your
yeah,
head and
yeah.
Sovngarde.
Okay, so the most common choice is side with bridge troll, which I think is really funny. But because of that, we're gonna go ahead and side with Vanheim. Because clearly there's a favorite option
even my
here.
pal there agrees with me.
Really? I was hoping you'd be on my side for this one, pal.
Now, can you just let us through already?
Despite your annoying personalities, I cannot. I'm obligated to give you one last riddle, or else the bridge will not forgive me.
I'm sorry. The bridge won't forgive you.
If I hear one more word out of you, I swear to the divines I will have your head on a pike.
Fine, fine. Just get on with it.
Ahem. What is the exact number of atoms currently occupying my beloved bridge?
What the fuck? That isn't even a riddle.
I don't care. You guys have annoyed me and every other.
That specific line, what the fuck? That isn't even a riddle. That had me so stressed out because I had to get these voice lines recorded. But the people I live with, they had friends over.
Oh my god.
So I had to like yell, what the fuck? Like so loud, but like I was mortified to leave my room for like a couple hours after recording that because like I was like, please, I just want the friends to leave. Like I can't have them like yeah. No. That's yeah, just side note, that's all I think about now when I hear
real,
it.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about doing scripts back before I moved out. Cause like I not only did I have, because I lived in an apartment, I had neighbors like above me and beside me, but I still lived with my mom. So like I would be worried about her hearing me record these stupid ass lines for our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, damn, this is really fucking weird. It just make me nervous and make the takes worse. But now that I've moved out on my own, I'm just like, nah, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, like you know, with the mountain and stuff, I was good, because there was no one home. But yeah, no, that was bad.
Their bridge troll for the last time.
This inherently isn't fair.
Don't care. Answer the damn question. Come on.
Also, you know, side note here, this inherently isn't fair. That delivery is directly inspired by a Caleb City short. It's like, it's so niche, but I just think the delivery fits so well, where it's like when the I don't know the title of it, but it's like when the writers want the villain to win, and it's like the villain's like, I grow body parts, and so they like grow back their head, and the protagonist is like, this isn't fair. No, it was super side note, super niche, but like it's what I think about.
Inherently
That's
isn't
really
fair.
funny.
Don't care. Answer the damn question. Come on, pal. You sided with your little friend here, so stand up for your pal. What's the answer?
All right, we're gonna attempt to answer.
What?
Is that right?
I don't even know. But it was said with such confidence, I almost want to believe him.
Pal, how did you even come up with that number? I've never heard of that before
I
in my
love the
life.
attempt to answer ending.
never happened
honestly.
before.
It's probably my top
I'm just gonna
5.
kill you anyway.
What the fuck? You don't even know the answer to your own question.
Yeah, but you guys suck. Have you not
I just love the
listened to
idea
yourself
of
this entire
Powell
conversation?
just throwing out like a number that just doesn't. I like to imagine it's a number that does exist. Funny enough, but it's just so massive that they genuinely haven't heard of it. Like I find it in the canon in my head that it's a real number. He's not pulling shit out of his ass.
2.
Yeah, I agree. I like to think that like Pal has an educated guess. They aren't like certain, but they're like, there's a number of feels at the like density of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this number would work. And then like, but it doesn't matter.
It's almost funnier if they're right, but the bridge troll doesn't know.
Yeah, I
just
agree.
Yeah.
Answer, please. The bridge doesn't like it when people don't answer. Come on.
Again, how are we supposed to know that?
Wait, please, there's still time to answer.
Hey, you dug your own grave here, man.
No, wait, please, I'm sorry. My beloved bridge, I won't fail you again, I swear, please.
Huh. Who would
I
have
also
guessed?
really love the side
The
gag
bridge is
of like this
actually
bridge
a
having like
sentient
almighty
entity.
power.
Yeah, but like
Random
it's
fucking
such a
bridge.
minor
Already
like
dealt with
thing
this much so
too.
far.
It's just like, oh
So
yeah, it
let's
does.
just-
But like it's
let's
fine.
move
It
on.
doesn't matter.
And
It's
Yeah,
chill.
it
But
shows
never
this
happened.
like
So
mighty
good.
power, and then like
Anyway,
Powell and Vanheim just like,
let's go
oh
to the
okay,
vote.
that happened,
We're
and then move
actually
on,
almost
like
there
just
at this point,
blatantly,
so-
like nothing happened.
Come on, let's get going. Oh my god.
All right, we got one ending of the bridge. Oh, sorry. Now I got to side with the troll. There we go.
What the hell? After all of our journeying, you're siding with the bridge-obsessed homeless guy?
Think that even your pal thinks you should work on your manners.
Whatever. Can you just do the last riddle and be done with it?
Honestly, fellas, I'm feeling a bit tired after all of your cut-ins. I'm gonna let your pal here have the honor of the last riddle.
Can you even do that?
My bridge, my rules.
Fine, pal, just give me an easy one so that we can move on. Pal? What's with that look on your face? Are you actually trying to cook up a riddle? Oh my god, I can't believe it. Hey, pal.
You wouldn't guess what the next most picked option is. By the way, more people have picked give hard riddle, and then instead of going back and then just giving them an easy riddle, they decided, nah, I'm gonna just get out the other way. So hard riddle has more views than easy by like double.
That's really fucking funny. You're like, nah, fuck Vanheim. We ain't getting an easy riddle. I'm going the other way.
One, pal.
What is wrong with you? After all of this, you're gonna give up freedom for a fucking bridge. I can't believe you. I obviously don't know the answer to that.
So you forfeit the riddle?
Yes, asshole. I forfeit the riddle.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Big mistake there.
What's that even supposed to... Whoa. 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 What's happening to me right now? Whoa.
The bridge doesn't like people who give up on well-crafted riddles.
Pal, I'll find you in the next life when you finally die. Just to see if it's possible. If I can kill you a second fucking time.
Bye-bye now.
Fun fact, that line, well, when I see you in the afterlife, I'll see if I can kill you a second fucking time. Directly inspired. Because I'm upfront about what I'm taking inspiration from writing wise. In Carmilla versus Isaac, when in Castlevania, when Carmilla says like something along the lines of, when I see you in hell, I'll be there with nothing but a sharp stick and sheer determination to see if I can kill you. Just the determination to see if you can die twice is how Carmilla words it in Castlevania. But yeah, iconic to me.
How is the floating effect achieved? There is legitimately just a taunt that does that. Like, there's an emote.
Well now, pal, welcome to the bridge life. I think we're gonna have a great time
Remind me
together.
Monty Python and Holy Grail too. That was one of the main inspirations. So we're glad that kind of, at least me and Jack are, that kind of went.
Vanheim's hyper seriousness was such a tonal whiplash from his goofiness. Dude, that was my goal. Was like this, like, you just fucked him, but like you don't realize that you fucked him because it is such like a goofy thing, you're not really thinking about it. But like you absolutely, like in context, you just betrayed the fuck out of him. You're like, nah, like I'm not gonna actually let you get across this bridge. Have fun getting to your boat. Which I think is funny that like you don't think about. It was really awkward for me to deliver those lines. I just had to like lock in and like get serious with it, because the entire thing is so goofy that like getting that like serious and like kind of mad or like heartbroken, it's like a heartbroken kind of angry, was not something I expected to have to act in this. So
yeah,
an easy. Oh, well, okay then. The answer is obviously cheese.
Well, that was underwhelming. I was really hoping you'd like to screw your friend over and join me in the bridge business, but okay.
So we can go now?
Yeah, you passed them all. Go on ahead, I guess.
All right then. I hope to never see you again.
Likewise. Likewise.
I love that line of "I hope to never see you again, likewise, likewise," because I love how casually they hate each other. Like, it's like so incredibly mutual. It's just like, yeah, no, I hope to never see you again. Yeah, you too, man. I fucking hate you. Yeah, all right.
The only time they're chill with each other is when they like share how much they hate each other.
Just agreeing with them to gain his trust to get away with something like that. You're smarter than I gave you credit for. Well, come on. Let's get going to the boat. We're actually almost there at this point.
Oh my. That's exactly what it is, Porter. And thank you, Cryptic. All right, so now we've done all of the bridge. Oh, it's time for peak, guys. It's time for us to clearly have a favorite child. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't.
You did a great job, Willow. This is nothing on you. I love the river lizard. I love the river lizard. I love the idea of the river lizard. All right, it's time.
What? Why?
Right,
There's
fellas.
a perfectly
Time to
good
go check
bridge
out the lizard.
right there. There's no reason to, and you're already walking away. Awesome. Wait up, I'm coming. Oh, look, a river. How riveting. Why walk across a bridge when we can get soaking wet? Good logic there, pal.
Halt right there, sirs.
Oh, come on. Of course there'd be something blocking this route.
We'll wait to talk about the design until they're like really close to us.
Not. For all you must
Yeah.
do to pass through is answer 4
I
simple.
think that's the best point to talk about it.
Clap. John honestly killed it as the river lizard.
He did. John did a really good job.
Yeah. Seriously, great job, John. Insane.
John from Dunderheads did a great job.
They will be pertaining to choices you may or may not have made in this timeline.
This
Thank you, Courtney. We're
Make
glad
your
you really
choice,
enjoyed it.
pal.
We were-
For we already know you're the one.
The people who
will
have
decide
played it
the
have
route
definitely
you
made it
take.
worth it.
What does that even mean?
For sure.
He's acting like I'm not even here.
Yeah. I hope more people
Everyone that's
find
played
it
it
over
enjoyed
time.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side note, like I have to point out these obvious things. Like, I don't know, it's obvious, like, to an extent, like, but like I have to talk about it
Make
because
your
thought was
choice,
put into it.
pal.
Like,
For we
it-
already
just-
know you're the one
you gotta.
who will decide
I
the
love
route you take.
the line
What does that-
of the river lizard, like, just directly acknowledging the fact that Vanheim's opinion doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't. Like, it doesn't even take the time of day to soothe him at all. He's just like, okay, pal. So, like, what do you want to do here?
Yeah, essentially ignoring that he's there.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? He's acting like I'm not even here. Jackass. Come on, pal.
Yeah, the
let's
water
get
isn't
back to the
moving.
bridge while we still can.
We couldn't fix it.
Pal?
Yeah,
It
unfortunately.
was an issue that we tried to fix.
We tried.
So,
Yeah.
We really tried hard to fix it, but we could not.
All right. We'll do we'll go ahead and go back to bridge.
Thank you. Gods above, I really didn't
no,
know
it
the
is not
answers
my
to some
lizard
stupid
man.
questions
I
today,
helped
also.
design the lizard because I knew the Argonian
Let me make your
styles the
journey back
best.
to the
But
bridge
like,
easier.
No thanks.
we'll get into that. It is
Lizard,
not
we've made
lizard
it
man
this
though.
far on our own, so I think we'll be just fine.
Finally, this is an easy situation. We can just go directly
Is
over
Pal
this
the Godhead?
bridge through the
Definitely
small
not.
town and make our way towards I desperately, like, I really want to see, like, an innocent, an oblivious person's first playthrough of this on, like, a stream or something. Just because I really want to see the reaction to the river lizard, like, just like suddenly sending you back. You know what I mean? Like, it clearly being like some timey-wimey shit. So,
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly or some
timely,
shit.
yeah, Doctor Who or some shit.
What's considering answering his questions? He's
All right, we're gonna do run for it now.
really? That's the move? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Now that's more like it. Screw this lizard. Let's get out of here.
Bad choice there, pal.
Yeah, sure. Bad choice for you, maybe. Finally, this is an easy situation. We can just go directly over this bridge, through the small town, and make our way towards the boat.
No way, and then you're sent back. All right, now we can actually answer questions.
Why? There's a perfect. Seriously, considering answering his
I do like
questions.
the
he's
lizard
clearly
concept
gone
of,
mad.
Like, the guy who
Nothing
knows that
good can
choose your own adventure.
Damn it!
You
And
kinda,
it's so out of
review.
nowhere.
Yeah,
That's my favorite part, right? Is it's like, it's so out of nowhere. And I like the fact, I feel like, canonically, which this hasn't been decided yet, so I can say this. I like the idea that Pal / the player, Pal more so, has this, like, kind of a, like, psychic calling to go in this direction, because there's no prompt. There's no reason for you to go specifically here to this river at this moment. You go, yeah, but like, what if we, like, you say to yourself it's because you're a shitter, but you happen to cross this, right? So it's like an insane coincidence to me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pal,
It was fate. It was
I guess
fate,
we'll do the
Christian.
questions.
It was.
You know, you're free
Truly.
to take the bridge alone if you wanted.
I know that. But my pal here might need my help in a.
Also notice,
Free to
sorry, another thing that I point out, because this people probably picked up on it. It's not subtle, really, but it's something that,
You know,
is
you're
the
free
river
to take
lizard
the bridge alone if you wanted.
right here.
I know that.
I'm letting it play out.
But my pal here might need my help in a dangerous situation.
Of course. How dare I question otherwise?
The river lizard directly challenging the fact that Vanheim keeps disagreeing with the decision but going along with it anyway, saying like, you could just take the bridge yourself. That's fine. And Vanheim, like, struggling to come up with a justification for not going down the bridge path, as if, like, you know, there's like some external force making him feel like this need to go with Pal no matter what, even if he disagrees with their decision.
Yeah.
Parentheses, the plot is the force. So, yeah.
We got to be very fourth wall fucky wucky during
Yeah,
this.
I liked it. I liked writing dialogue for a character that knew everything and one that didn't know anything. So.
Then in that case, I hope you don't mind if I freeze you for a moment.
Freeze me? What are you...
Anyway, let us start with the first question. What were the names of the guards whose uniforms you stole?
Okay, so now let's talk about this design. So, the biggest part that I want to point out that you don't get a good look to see, which sucks given how much time we spent on it. But you'll notice is that their headpiece.
Oh man, we cooked on that so hard.
I know. Their headpiece, it has 3 gems, 3 blue gems that are the same color as the river lizard's eyes. And canonically, those are eyes. Canonically, the river lizard has 5 eyes. That's
even to help with the mold to the face. You can kind of faintly see it. There's a white patch.
Yes.
To mimic the silver of the headband above his head to help that blend into his forehead as if that is part of his head as well.
Mm-hmm. No, like, we put so much effort into the river lizard's design. Yeah. I'll go ahead and explain the references. So we have obviously Jesper and Dave, Skyrim Tales. Kajor and Marthar, references to Kajor from Voices from the Dark. And if Charles and Leonard is a reference, I didn't realize it was. I just pulled names up my ass for that one. But yeah, that's that. And then we got Gregory and Vinny, which Vinny is obviously a reference to Meigs' character. And Gregory is just well, I mean, are you just going with like Leonard? Like, I mean, there's like Leonard Church, but like, I don't know what Charles would be. I didn't think. Maybe I guess that's where I did think of Leonard, isn't it, from Red versus Blue subconsciously?
Probably, yeah.
But
I don't know what we're doing, but I dig it. We're checking our Choose Your Own Adventure video, Lilith.
Leonard is Gopher's main playthrough of Skyrim. Oh, I had no idea.
Well, there we go,
There
baby.
go.
We
Woo,
did it.
We did it. We got a reference for all of them, and that was totally intentional. Woo! Let's go.
This is wild because I had to go back to find the answer and discovered whole other stories. That was kind of the point. Like, if you made it,
I'm so
here,
glad that so
you
many of you
wanted
guys
to go
actually
back.
did it.
Yeah. Or just like this was the last route you found. Like that was kind of the intention. That's also why the routes will send you to the answer, so you can live that timeline.
For example, here.
That is incorrect. It seems you haven't experienced that one yet. Allow me to help you with that.
Huh? Look over where?
And then boom, you're back. And it literally gives you the options and everything. You're just back there. Damn
it, pal.
So now I'm explaining this now. Oh man.
So
there's like a minute and a half of nothing. I had to do that. I had no choice. Because they all have to have the same time stamp, like the same length of time, or else it's obvious what the right answer is. So, you know, I'm sorry for anyone who was confused about the fact that like there's just like a minute and a half of you just like sitting there waiting for the options to pop up.
I did hop on my main account to reply to Mr. Dragon specifically's comment to help with confusion a little bit.
Yeah. That's the hardest part about these is on average, this isn't actually the case throughout the whole thing. You will die if you follow this logic. But for the most part, you'll get pretty far if you just pick the longer option. Which is, you know, like the hard part about doing this, like doing these kind of stuffs. But anyway, with that
premise, to have an
even
balance.
Yeah. With that premise, we don't really need to go to every flashback. You know what this is a reference to. It's, you know, what was the pest?
Nice job, pal. As for question 3, what gets you caught while sneaking past the giant's
But it
camp?
was definitely confusing for a couple people, and we understand. It's just something we had to do.
And then we have...
YouTube told me to reply to my comment. That doesn't surprise me, knowing YouTube.
The downside is that we couldn't do any bridge questions because you wouldn't come back.
Yeah, we tried to make it intentional. That was everything before this was on the table.
So you would be able to come back and answer it correctly.
Wow, excellent. Only one question left to go. What is the max number of lockpicks that Vanheim can use on your journey?
So allow me to count this for everyone again, so that way everyone understands. You have the one at the very start, the one that Vanheim opens your cage with. You have the first lockpick during the bandit route that Vanheim pulls out of his ass. And then you have the second lockpick during the bandit route that Vanheim pulls out of his ass, if you make the right choice. Honestly, this is a fitting last one, because it's
definitely the hardest.
It's definitely the hardest. So yeah. I love that. That is incorrect. Yeah. Originally, John did read out all the options, but we only had 3 originally because we didn't know that you could have 4. I thought it capped out at 3 end cards. But when I found out there was 4, the world opened to me. I had like ascended that I was able to have 4 answers here. So we just cut out him actually reading out the questions, and I thought it was fine because you should. It's not really like you psychically you know the answer if you experienced it. Yeah. So then 3.
Well. Congratulations on completing my questions. Whether you answered them all correctly on your first try, or just kept trying and repeating until you got them all right, you still pass.
We definitely
You
could
may
have
now
probably worded the
cross
question
river.
better to be easier.
Pal.
But like, I think it's
Originally, by the way, the river lizard was just supposed to go back in the water. But genuinely, the river lizard became such a character that just like kind of showed up, shook your understanding of how everything worked, and then clearly had some sort of power. I thought that was a bit underwhelming. So having them go up
still pass
like
you
this
may now cross
into
the river.
like the bright light where you lose them as if like they're going somewhere beyond you fit so much more to me.
Talking about.
I agree.
What the hell? Where did he go? I thought we had to answer questions. See, I knew that guy was out of his mind. He just up and vanished. You need to listen to me more often, pal.
But whatever. The river is free now, so let's just get going. I mean, we are actually pretty close to the boat at this point.
Oh my god, pal, that's it!
And now we're at
Look
Act
over there,
5. We're at the finale.
That's the boat! I almost can't believe it. We've actually made it. What a journey it's been, pal. After
Let's
everything,
go.
we're finally gonna get out of here.
Well, hello there, my dearest trespassers.
How'd you
What
get that
brings
visual
you
effect
to
in the
my
sky?
park
That's a
of
naturally
Skyrim?
occurring visual effect. I think
Yeah, it's the sky
only
of Sovereign
Soul
Guard.
Sign- Not Soul Sign. Sovereign Guard. Yeah,
Yep.
thank you. So we
It
just
is.
manually like plugged in the Sovereign Guard sky because there's a command for that to activate
is.
that sky.
There is. It only looked
We
like
just
that for
did
me.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
What are you talking about? That's my boat. I actually paid for that, unlike most things.
Ah, yes, the boat. I quite enjoy using it myself. It's actually why I relocated myself here. Nice to relax after a long day of hunting.
What? How the fuck do you fit in it?
Never mind that. It doesn't matter.
The dragon was so good for real. Dude, so I wrote the finale, and I just thought it was what I was hoping for is that you'd get to like here, it's clear that this is the end. And it's like, what? You did a whole Skyrim themed choose your own adventure and you didn't use a dragon? I'm like, okay, so then I want to put that like right at the end as like a jump scare. Like, oh yeah, of course we're going to use a dragon in the Skyrim choose your own adventure. Jokes. Turns out they're just a chill guy who rides the boat. So, yeah.
I'm afraid I can't let you have the boat. I'm sorry. Any last words before I burn you to a crisp and have myself a pleasant snack?
Yeah, for sure. Just give us one moment, Mr. Dragon.
Also, the dragon, like,
Pal,
being the dragon is really jank. If you've seen any of our, if you've seen our My Friend is a Dragon video, the streams where Jack's the dragon, and I'm the dragon here. Like, every time it's Omega scuffed.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a miracle it turned out this well.
Yeah, no, it was so hard to do that stuff.
Yeah. So normally I go through the least popular option and then the popular one, but I have such a strong preference. Not saying that I disagree if anyone you can have the opinion you want. But we're gonna do negotiate, and then we'll do stall after.
All right.
Okay. That seems like a good idea to me. It's not like we can beat up the damn thing. Okay, Dragon, we have a proposition.
I fucking know, White. The comments on the offer yourself option wild video are wild. They're fucking horny. It's insane.
I
Every
forgot
comment
about that.
Is like, I didn't mean like my life.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone chose the horny bard aesthetic.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
we would like to make for you.
Oh.
Maybe that one could have been
What could
phrased a
you
little bit better,
possibly
but it's fine.
Yeah.
That I couldn't
I thought it
acquire
was
myself.
obvious.
Well, go on. Tell him, pal. This was your idea.
I'm all ears. Pal, give me your offer.
All right, guys, I'm gonna offer myself now.
Whoa, buddy.
That is pathetic. You really think your life is of enough importance to me as to have me spare? Huh. You got guts there, pal. Fine. I'll humor your request. I'll let your friend there take the boat if you stay behind.
You can't possibly be serious about this, pal. We've gone through all of that. Just for you not to make it out of here as well? Come on now, enough joking around. We'll find another way out of here. I swear, I can tell. You've made up your mind. If there's one thing I've learned about you, it's when you make a choice, you stand by it. Okay, pal. I'll go. But I will never forget what you've done for me here today.
How sweet. It almost makes me not want to enjoy tearing the meat off your bones. Almost.
So, while I tried to make that as I tried to make it like as emotional as I could. I have to hold back laughter watching it sometimes, because if you look over here, our heads are covering it a little, but if you look over here where my cursor is, it's so funny to me that we're literally about to get eaten.
Almost.
And Vanheim is just fucking strolling away in the background.
Nonchalant walking to his boat.
Not even looking back. He's just like...
He's like, well, they're doomed.
It's like, all right, it's over. It's
over.
fucking
Really
done.
funny.
He's
Oh,
like, no point in trying to convince them.
Yeah, it's like there's
I'm
no
outta
way-
here.
Like he's just convinced. Like, all right, I'm out of here, dude. I'm
all
focused on me,
See
myself,
ya.
and I. All right. All right. Let's look
Is
at
that
the cards.
the Parthenex model or Party Sex model? No, that's just a normal ass dragon.
Oh my god. Okay, so we have one person that was cool with it. I was playing as an unhinged character. I wanted to smash that dragon. This definitely counts as seducing the dragon. I wasn't talking about my life. Neither was I.
Okay. That's
all right. Cool. Now we're gonna offer fame. That is not Parthenax. No, that's just a regular ass dragon. I wanted to make it clear.
That's what I said a minute ago.
Yeah. Just because these are regular ass guys, a regular ass dragon is enough to scare them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's.
Exactly do you mean by fame?
Pal's right. If you let us go, we would be able to spread the word of how you're just.
I also
such
really
an
like
incredibly
how, like, at
powerful-
one point, like, I don't remember which route it is, but Vanheim's like, all those things we did in that order that you did them, like,
Dude,
because you can't reference anything.
That's in the dungeon. Whenever he's trying to convince you not to eat him when you drink the potion, yeah, he goes, and we
Yeah,
also
that's
did
right.
that other stuff in the sequence that you chose to do it in. Pal,
I forgot to mention it when we were there. Yeah, no, that's my favorite, like, dialogue, I think.
No, I
think it's so
love
funny.
that. Oh my god. No option to offer Vanheim. I couldn't make you that evil. Like, you know, I was like, okay, I think that the evil people should be satisfied from the bridge, right? Like, I think that's enough, please. Yeah, that was my thought process.
Yet just and fair dragon.
I don't hate that thought.
I mean, if you think about it, the more people respect you, the less people would want to come bother you by trying to slay you, don't you think?
Are you saying that I should be afraid of mere men?
No, not at all. I would never insinuate such a thing. But I can imagine it could be annoying dealing with so many pests who seek out your bones and scales to craft armor.
You make a valid point, I suppose. All right. I shall let you pass in exchange for you to spread word of my powerful and merciful nature.
Oh my god, really? I mean, thank you. May I ask your name so we can properly spread it?
You may. It is Zocnanal. Now go.
Yes, of course. Come on, pal. Pal? What's that look in your eye? We got the green light. What's your idea?
Fun fact, this right here was all one take because me and Jack were really hungry and wanted to go get Subway. And so this was actually a listen through.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This right here, this was a listen through. This wasn't an actual take. But like I started just like moving along to like, you know, see how I should move during the whole thing. And I guess Jack just fucking locked in right next to me and decided, I guess we're fucking doing a take now. and then we did it. We just went for it. That was like a first listen through of the audio. So
yeah.
Holy shit! You convinced them to let us ride them all the way to Solstheim. You're absolutely crazy.
And the subway wasn't even very good because the subway near where we live is under new management.
Yeah,
the new management kind of fucking sucks.
Despite
so
everything,
like,
we're free. I guess all that's left is a good dragon ride out of Skyrim. They say Solstheim is pretty this time of year, so
I think Christian's
that seems like a good first step to me. Well, let's go finally live out our life, pal.
So this is I'm gonna wait to let the credits roll till we're done. This is Truin 2, and you can go back again. Despite this being the popular option, I love True Ending 1 way more, and I'll explain why. I understand like the appeal of like just the idea of like riding a dragon, but I'll explain from like a riding perspective why to me True End 1 is the true ending. It's to everyone's interpretation, obviously, like that's the whole point, but to me that just makes the most sense logically from the characters.
You want us to stall? Okay. I don't know what you're thinking here,
fair.
but
I just genuinely can't
trust you.
remember which one was your favorite.
Oh, before you're burning us alive, oh mighty dragon. Would you mind if we take a moment to serenade you with a song? As you are just so wise and powerful, we just can't help but admire your strength.
No, it's just real convincing.
Well,
He's just really convincing.
If you insist, I guess. Go ahead, humans. Amuse me.
All right, lock in, everyone.
Oh, this is the big dragon dance. Oh, I'm gonna do it till I prance.
Oh yeah, this reference.
Oh, this is the big dragon dance. Oh, I just got stabbed with a lance. Hey!
Approximately negative people get that reference. That was a reference for myself. Like,
That was for the Dunderheads.
That was like
and
a
Pyros probably reference.
like that was,
I think Pyros
yeah.
remembers this.
Yeah, Pyros would be like the only person I know of that would get that. Do we have a short?
We do. We actually do. I don't remember what it's titled, but I remember making it. So I know we do.
Let me go down. And I'm gonna find this old ass short.
This is this is the old era of Dunderheads, ladies and gentlemen, that you're about to see. Back when we didn't find the niche known as Skyrim Together content. Back when we were just kind of fucking around.
Found it.
Oh, you found it? Beautiful.
So this was us doing a challenge moon on Lethal Company for a very long time. And we started losing our mind because we found this bug. Okay? We found this bug where if you died at the start of the challenge moon, like you got money back. I forget exactly how it worked. But you just like kept the money. So it like doubled your money so you could buy more stuff the next run. And so I started losing my shit and I came up with this fucking song I just started singing.
Shit. This is the buy the shit song.
The bug, Christian? It was if you bought stuff and then killed yourself before it could come down to the planet.
Oh,
it would save.
Yeah, that's what it was. You're right.
And we bought extension ladders because we wanted to build our spider web to avoid the ground.
Yep, exactly that. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play.
There's so many like Griff of Ivans. Yeah, go for it.
Buy the shit. This is the buy the shit song. We're gonna buy the shit and do a whip. Oh, I'm gonna do it till I prance. Oh, this is the buy the shit dance. Next thing you know, I got impaled with a lance. Hey, oh, this is the buy the shit dance. That's kind of my RNG, except the snare flea kills me.
Buy the shit dance.
Oh, I'm gonna do it till I prance. Oh, this is the buy the shit dance. Oh, I just got stabbed with a lance.
I see one of the dogs has spawned. He's decently far away from the ship.
I'm gonna do it till I prance. Oh. How you were actually making that sound good was weird.
Yeah, that's literally the reference. It's that YouTube short right there. Old fucking reference.
Yeah, back when we did Lethal Company all the time.
Yeah, whenever we were on our Lethal Company addiction grind. I don't know if a bunch of them got removed. Yeah.
I don't think they did. I was looking for them. I think they're also there.
All right.
Enough. That was terrible. I think I've had enough of your charades. I'm getting hungry.
Now, wait just a moment longer, Mr. Dragon. I assure you we have something that would interest you.
Fine, but this is the last thing before I devour you.
Oh, thank you for your generosity. Oh, great, Dragon. What now?
Okay. So we're gonna do run for it, and then then we have one ending left, and then we wrap
like a
up.
good enough idea to me. What else can we really do? All right, on three. 1, 2, 3.
Nice try. But I think you forgot that I breathe fucking fire.
You want us to stop?
Sorry, I went ahead and told everyone to refresh, because apparently a lot of people's streams just crashed.
Oh.
I hate that
Seems to
YouTube
be
does
a
that.
common thing.
Very annoying.
Oh, it was the timing that was funny. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So, all right. Now we do keep stalling, and I will explain my thought process on it.
Really? Okay. Mr. Dragon, sir, I'm actually a world-renowned thief. You might have heard of me. My name's Vanheim. Along with my pal here, we would absolutely love to steal food for you and such. Things like sweet rolls. I'm sure the taste of nothing but meat can get quite boring at times, right?
Nah, not really. I quite enjoy burning my food to the perfect temperature and then swallowing them whole.
But are you sure? Like, are you really, really sure? Because, like, we definitely could.
Enough. I tire of your games. I'm going to enjoy devouring you now.
Perfect.
Well, I guess this is it. It's been a wild ride, pal.
Ah! We found them. Hurry up and capture them again before the dragon gives them an easy way out.
So, that alone, to me, makes this route better to me. Because I think having the guards come back and coming full circle is, I guess, to me, that feels very, very natural. And I think it's a very well, like, that's a good way to, like, kind of wrap it up boat in, like, in a neat bow, because that's where it started. And, of course, they have been chasing you this whole time. So, yeah.
What? You dare defy a being such as me? Prepare for your legions to fall.
For Whiterun!
Oh my god, we gotta go now. This is our only chance.
It is, yeah. It is a nice little like wrap up thing to have everything like essentially come full circle.
By the divines, you were right. And before we listen to like the last lines that will, like the last lines in the game of this, along with that, like having it come full circle with literally the end and the beginning, like end up fighting. I like them getting on the boat more than the dragon, because that was the goal. To me, the boat is a lot more of like the symbolism for freedom after how much you've talked about it. And so actually sitting in it after everything that you've been through feels so much more conclusionary to me, because it's like, oh, like this is what we've been like trying to get to, what we've been escaping for, what our goal has been for the last several acts has been getting in this boat and getting away. So like the actual act of being in the boat to me is more finalizing, I guess. Yeah. Gotta drink some water.
I think overall, yeah, I'm very proud of how this all turned out. I think we did a great job, and it's nice to finally see 3 months of work out there, and in a nice little bow, essentially.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the final lines.
The guards have been trying to track us down that whole time, so it wouldn't have been impossible for them to be close behind us. Thank God I chose to break you free that day. I would have been dragon dinner. We did it. We're free. Despite everything, we're free. Well, I guess all that's left is a good boat ride out of Skyrim. They say Solstheim is pretty this time of year. Seems like a good first stop to me. What do you think, pal?
And that's it. The credits are rolling now. Seriously, thank you to like everyone who voice acted in this. Seriously, everyone.
Absolutely.
This is my favorite thing that we've ever made. This is I don't know, I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy with it.
Oh yeah. I agree.
I'd love to do like not direct sequel, but I would do I'd like to do a connected like thing.
Yeah, someday we'll probably come back to the Choose Your Own Adventure and do another one and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll promote the next one better. In the long run.
Yeah. I think a lot of like why we don't. I've been thinking about this during this project. Why we don't advertise these stuff is because we're scared for it to never release. Because we've been bitten by that before. I've talked to Jack a little bit outside of camp, but like, if anyone goes back to like the beginning of Dunderheads, like we've had some advertisement games that will never release because we just started advertising way too early.
Mm-hmm.
And then like just we're never able to have like complete them.
Yeah. And I
think,
just
now it's like time
yeah.
to do the opposite, essentially.
Yeah. I get so worried about making a false promise.
Yeah.
On a
which is why like
on a
we won't do
project
like
release.
we won't do like advertisements for it or like any sort of promotions until like it's almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least have
But
something
yeah,
to show for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think this is the coolest thing we've done so far. I do think we'll eventually like do cooler stuff, but right now this is definitely I think as well.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's trying to find the words. This is the kind of stuff I like to make most. I like making our gameplay videos and stuff like that, but I'm just like, I like being creative with stuff like this. That's my favorite thing to do. And like, I don't know, there's like a level of like a feeling of like completion in getting this done that to me honestly feels even stronger than getting the Mad Panther finished did to me. Which is an odd thing given how much longer that took, but it just like
yeah.
This I don't know, it's very important to me. Every time, even just now, whenever we go that when the credits roll up, like my eyes water a little bit just because I'm so proud that it's done. And like, even though it's not perfect,
really nice too.
It's a feeling I've never felt, because even though it's not perfect, and I know it's not perfect, I am still proud of how it turned out in spite of its flaws, instead of being nitpicky about the flaws, which is something I've never been like. I'm usually very nitpicky about my own work. Thank you for the $5, Stark Kitten, and thank you for the kind words. Seriously, it means a lot.
Yes, very kind. Thank you.
And just again, because I'm blunt, like with it not doing super well, I expected that to bother me a lot, but it hasn't, just because like I'm happy with it, you know, like I'm just personally happy with it enough that like I'm okay if at least like, you know, if at least like a couple people go through and enjoy it. That's enough for me. I'm which is odd. I don't usually feel that way. So it's like it's genuinely like an emotion I've never felt before. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of words for this project, but there's also at the same time I'm not very good at formulating them. But I agree.
Me personally, I'd say something about how I feel about it, but you know, I kind of don't feel emotion too well.
I mean, that's fine, Jack. We get it, but
so you know.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with Christian. It's really nice to just have this passion project out, not really care whether or not that it performed enough to like push us in the algorithm or whatever, and just have something we're actually genuinely proud of, about out finally. And like, well, not finally. We've had other shit where come out that we're proud of. It's not that I'm saying this is the only thing the Dunderheads have ever made that we're proud about.
Yeah.
But yeah. I do wish more people gave it a chance.
Yeah. I wish that ad blockers didn't block the end cards. That's the only thing that like actively like pissed me off. Like really? Like
Yeah,
that's a
that is
thing.
annoying.
Like that's yeah. Are you a dungeon master, Christian? Is it that you like telling stories and letting people have a good time, or are you all about being creative and coming up with fun concepts? I mean, I've talked about this in the past. Like we've all DM'd before. But
it's true.
I have, yeah.
I look back at my time DMing because I haven't done it in a very long time. Because I did it a lot in high school and a little bit after to get like a campaign done. As something I did to, it was like an outlet for me creatively because I wanted to make big projects like this, like stuff like this I've always wanted to make. But I didn't have the knowledge or resources at the age of 16 and 15, so I just like put my like soul into D&D. But now actually having this done, it's yeah. I'd say for sure, honestly, I'm talking about I'd say expect one day a sequel of some kind, another choose your own adventure. I want to.
Yeah.
When? I don't know. Because we do have, with very no information to give specifically, another game in the works. And this took up so much time that it kind of postponed work and progress on that. So, yeah. But that's about it. Any last second questions before we wrap up? Just while we're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it like a couple seconds for the stream to catch up.
Fire away.
Give it like a minute or so. Yeah. And then we'll say our goodbyes.
Because the stream keeps crashing for people because I don't even know why. Everyone's asleep. So no one's even stealing
No
the
idea.
internet.
I'm
no
awake.
idea. Jack,
you know what I mean.
I'll find you.
Really? I'd like to see you try. I'd like to see you try finding me and not kissing me on my mouth.
Do you guys have a problem with Matthew Mercer? I swear I've heard something from you guys. I don't know if it's a joke or not. No, so
not at all.
That is actually not at all. We actually think Matt Mercer is pretty fucking cool. It's a running gag about Mercer Frey from the Thieves Guild because I just started calling him Matt Mercer as a gag, and it's just stuck. Yeah. That is it. When every time we're in Skyrim referring to Matt Mercer, it is not the real guy. Yeah. It is Mercer Frey.
We call Mercer Frey Matt Mercer because I think it's funny.
We also call Farkas Farkass.
Yeah, we also call Farkass. So yeah, no beef with Matt Mercer.
Yeah. All right. I think that's enough time.
Yeah, thank you everyone for your kind words and experiencing this either again or for the first time with us.
Yes, thank you. We will see you when we're live for a regular stream tomorrow, where we do regular Dunderheads activities.
Ow, my foot! I sat on it too long.
Someone's asking about the Dragon's Reach map in Gary's mod.
Yeah, that's the map we use. There's like 15,000 different prop hunt mods. I couldn't tell you which one we specifically use off the top of my head. It's called prop hunt. That's not me being a shitter. That's what it's called. So, yeah.
I imagine the UI being wrong is just you using the wrong game mode. Like, the map shouldn't matter. I think you just have to use it as the... I don't know what... Don't we use the built-in, like, Gary's mod, prop hunt mod? We don't even have, like, an extra? Or no?
There's...
Okay.
I don't...
No, I use a specific one. Hold on. I can probably find it real quick.
Yeah, just link it.
Hold on. I can find it. There's a specific name for it.
Jack will get it to you.
God damn it. Oh, it's called Prop Hunters Ultimate Edition.
There you go. Prop Hunters Ultimate Edition. We got you. But yeah, okay.
There you
Now
go.
I think that's the last.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.